All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 3 of the Brick Pit podcast, where sometimes you just have to hit the mind. The Brick Pit podcast. Where is my Speedor? Can we get a where is my Speedor in the chat? Actually, we already have a lot of... We have a lot of where's my Speedors in the chat. Hello, everybody. Thank you all for being here. I see a lot of names I recognize. Lucatoon, very funny. I love the Lucatoon Duck Bricks clips on X. I always get caught saying the worst things possible in those posts. It's awesome. And we have a special guest as well for the first time on the podcast, although the three of us have made a lot of videos before. But we also have Brad's Archives. Brad, you want to introduce yourself real quick?
As always, I'm Brad's Archives. I'm a Lego content creator who loves Lego Castle way too much. And Chris, of course, got me into Ninjago, and we've been doing the Ninjago podcast on Fridays, which we are taking a little bit of a break from because we're trying to fix actually sit down and record. Also, just saw the super chat that popped up. No. Okay. No.
Yeah. Can we ban this individual?
Yeah,
I'll refund the donation. It's okay. Thank you, though. That's very kind of you.
Actually, we're going to use the donation to burn crystallized sets. Okay.
Yeah. That is very funny. So both things just tell me interesting. First of all,
the sets are all right. The sets are all right.
Are they? I
No.
actually we have a debate about this because I do not like almost any of the crystallized sets. I think the
I
Golden
don't
Balls
think
of
it's the
Dragon
strongest wave, but I don't think it's the worst either.
It's not the worst. I think Prime Empire is the worst wave.
Yes.
But that may be a separate discussion because we actually have quite a lot to discuss today. And that is why Archives is also here on the podcast. I think everybody is already seeing it in the chat, but I just got back from San Diego Comic-Con, and there's some very interesting news that came out of that whole presentation, which is actually quite strange because usually the Comic-Con Ninjago panels are not very news heavy. They're usually
it's maybe like one thing of like, hey, show next year, it's kind of going to look like this a little bit. That's usually what it is. Like Dragon's Rising was just a picture of a dragon, and they're like, something different next year, guys.
Yes.
The story continues next year.
The story continues next year. So this was huge. This was crazy.
So I actually have only seen like 2 things from this. And so
great. So
I'm going to be
we
the
can
guy
recap
coming
it for
into
you.
this that's going to be like, doesn't know what's going on because I didn't want to sit and watch through your video about it.
Dude, get out of here. Bro should have watched the Stud City and Duck Bricks collaborative video where we talked about the podcast at Comic-Con for 20 minutes in front of the Lego booth. That is an awesome video, I will say.
I will definitely check
awesome
it out.
video.
I just have not had time, but I do want to know what's going on with all this. And I also want to talk about it because there was some stuff that was announced that I have some opinions on and I have some thoughts about. So
yes. First of all, iRealMoneyJ, thank you so much for the super chat. A comment on part 2. Yes, we will be talking about part 2. I do want to avoid spoilers for those who are choosing to not see it yet. So Sean and I reacted to part 2 of Ninjago Dragon's Rising Season 4. Also, thank you. I will also add one thing about super chats. In future podcasts, we are enabling a very funny super chat let's call it an interactive way to interrupt the chat, where very, very cool and awesome Ninjago clips are going to be played whenever someone super chats.
It was
so
supposed
stay
to be
tuned for
last
that.
week, but it didn't work. So because as you guys know, we're alternating channels. Last week was on my channel, and I spent like hours setting it all up. I was so ready, and then it didn't work. So
awesome.
We're gonna look into that for next week. But
and I did not have time to even attempt to set it up here. So we will look into that for next time.
Also, they finally got their ID support guide to start hopping on.
Yes.
All right.
Brad's Archives will be looking into it for us
every week. Not even like even if you're not like on the camera,
you
just
might,
be in the
because
background.
I had the other one on during work, and there was times where you guys are showing your phones, and I'm just dying inside. And I'm like, Chris, just text me. I can help you actually make this good.
Dude, we don't know how to do any of this. So this is great. We will be having cool things going forward. But thank you for the super chat. And yes, Mind and I did record a reaction to Dragon's Rising Season 4 Part 2. We have not even begun the editing process yet, so that may take some time to put out. Hopefully not too long.
Trying to convince me to get it up next day. He's like, if we lock in editing overnight, we can get it up tomorrow. And I was like, no. That's not happening.
So everyone, you heard it here first. It's because of Bricks My Mind that our reactions are not out yet. Because
and remind me what time we planned to record, what time we actually started recording.
Hey.
Well, that's Stud City's fault.
Sure.
Also, what has Chris been doing for the last few days? I'm just saying, man.
Yeah.
The last few days. Well, I mean,
Chris has been MIA, guys. All right, me and Sean have both just been going. What is this dude doing?
DuskFall might have been missing the point of Ninjago the past few days, but I'm locked in now.
Yeah. Oh, what's the text I get from you? Oh, I'm locking in Ninjago, man. I'm getting in on it, and I'm like, bro, no, you aren't, because you keep skipping things.
I am locked in. Our reaction will be out at some point soon. Yes. I am actually very excited because we did have quite a lot to talk about. It was a very interesting season, and I have so much I want to talk about regarding that season. So in addition to our reaction, we will be doing a podcast about season 4 part 2, and we're going to try to have Mind on just like we had him on for 4 part 1. I'm sure that we'll find the time to do it. That'll be a normal video that won't be live, and because of that, for this podcast we will not be talking about any spoilers or any discussion on season 4 part 2 for this particular live podcast, because those will be saved for videos where people get spoiler warnings and all of that. But stay tuned because we have a lot to say. However, there is more to talk about.
I predicted stuff that I didn't even realize I was predicting, and we at some point we need to talk about that, because I do want to talk about that. That was very cool. But yes, okay. So we have a lot to talk about with Comic-Con. The first thing, actually, someone has commented, before we get into Ninjago, let's talk about how the end of Dreams will be a How to Train Your Dragons collab. Can we actually very quickly address this? Because I have a short coming out about this.
What?
Because
well, is it Fast and Furious 2?
It's Fast and Furious. Yes. But I don't know if you guys noticed, but Lego removed the video.
On the floor.
What happened?
Pikachu's house just shattered. I moved my laptop backwards, and Pikachu's house is behind it. It just shattered.
Rick's fine, dude. I think that's what happens every time you mention Lego Dreams. It's like it's a bad omen.
Your dreams die, okay?
Yeah. Speaking of dreams dying, though, the video has since been removed from the YouTube channel. So if you're not aware, Lego's official YouTube channel posted a video that was very bizarre recently, and it was teasing a crossover between How to Train Your Dragon, Fast and Furious, and Lego Dreams.
Because when I think about the kids show Lego Dreams, I think Fast and Furious.
And if I remember correctly, the video was titled How to Train Your Z-Blob, I believe.
It was titled How to Train Your Z-Blob. I mean, dude, I train my Z-Blob every night. I don't need to know how.
Chill.
But
I think they did actually re-upload it, because it played twice.
Oh, is it back?
That was what it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Is it really back? Okay. So this is the end of Dreams.
They took that down and fixed it, because there's still a video up on their chat. Because they paid me to come out and do this Ninjago trivia show. It was really fun, and then they uploaded it. They tagged me as Tommy Andreasen, so they never fixed that one.
That is the funniest possible thing to happen. I don't think they should fix it. I don't think that should be fixed at all.
I mean,
it's still up. And look, Brad's Archives. I'm going to show it on my phone again, but it is still up on the Lego channel, and it's Z-Blob meeting Toothless.
Where's the Fast and Furious part?
I don't know. Well, they announced
in the description. It is in the description. It mentions Fast and Furious.
That's so weird.
Let me read it out loud. 3 epic worlds mash up in one unexpected. It is unexpected, all right. Lego Dreams Adventure.
I'll give them that.
As How to Train Your Dragon and Fast and Furious meet in the dream world. What is more awesome, roaring dragons or roaring engines? After watching the Fast and Furious and How to Train Your Dragon, our dream-chasing friends put it to the test. They dreamcraft Fast and Furious cars and enter the dream world to race them against dragons of Berk. But wait, the Nightmare King turns the friendly dragon savage, turning it into a nightmare. The Dream Chasers must join forces with Dragon Rider Hiccup in the wildest mashup ever dreamed up. Can they save Toothless, the other dragons, and the Dream Realm? Time is ticking. hashtag Lego Dreams, hashtag Fast and Furious, hashtag How to Train Your Dragon, hashtag Z-Blob. But they messed up the hashtag on Z-Blob because they did Z-Blob. So it's just hashtag Z.
Guys, don't worry. It's all about family.
It is all about family.
It's crazy that this is the ending of Dream. Like, this is the special Tommy's been referring to, that, like, Dreams is getting one more thing this year. This is how Dreams ends, is with the How to Train Your Dragon collab, like, a year after the last piece of media for that franchise came out.
Also, I will add that, like, the only How to Train Your Dragon set ever was, like, that almost broke me because it was Chibi Toothless, Icons 18+. Hashtag Z in the comments. It was Chibi Toothless, and that was it. And we never got a Hiccup minifigure. We never got an actual, like, real How to Train Your Dragon set. But we get it in Lego Dreams.
Probably one of my least favorite sets of all time, because my girlfriend's, like, her favorite thing in the world is How to Train Your Dragon. Like, what Ninjago is.
My condolences to her.
And yeah. I was telling her, like, when the leaks were out, I was telling her, like, yeah, it's come to Lego. And she's like, oh, you'll have to get it and show it to me. And I'm like, yeah, of course. And then it came out. I show it to her. She goes, I don't want that. I don't need that. So why did they do that?
What's the meme of, like, Andy? Like, I don't want to play with you anymore.
Yeah, no, that's what it was. Because, like, but
everyone's commenting hashtag Z.
I've got friends who work at the Lego store, and they tell me that set sells like nothing else. Like, people love that set, apparently. And that set's probably the reason why Lego will never be good again.
Okay, I gotta say though, have we ever had another time where a Lego IP has, like, crossed over with an official IP like this?
Outside of Lego Dimensions, which I don't count because that was the point of the game.
Super different.
I don't. Let me think.
Outside of like video games and stuff, like obviously like Roblox and the Lego
Ninjago.
movie, but no, not like this.
This is so I guess Lego movie makes sense. Yeah, like Lego movie happened, but not like, we don't get like Ninjago, as this person just says here, Ninjago X Minecraft. Like,
we did actually, because there was a Ninjago Kai minifigure.
True,
that was
but
actually.
It's not like, but it's not like Minecraft happened in Ninjago.
Yeah,
it was just like, hey, this is a Minecraft skin inspired by Ninjago, and we've gotten stuff like that. That feels very different. Honestly, I don't have an issue with like Minecraft skins being like original Lego characters, but it's very different when it's Z-Block, like Dreams and How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's awful.
How much do you think Lego paid for that licensing fee to like allow?
I have a theory.
Save Dreams. Yeah,
I actually have a theory. The way that we know that movie rights work is that certain studios can have the movie rights to something, but they are under contract that they have to make some sort of media with that IP every certain amount of years in order to retain the rights. This is why Lord of the Rings has to have a movie come out every few years in theaters, even if it's like awful, like that animated War of the Rohirrim movie. And that's also why Spider-Man has to have movies every few years, because Sony will lose the rights and they'll revert back to Marvel if they don't make a Spider-Man movie every few years. What else? What do we know about How to Train Your Dragon and Fast and Furious? They are both Universal IPs. My theory is that Universal is doing this because they literally need to make a movie-length piece of media incorporating Lego every few years to retain the rights to Lego movies, because the last one was piece by piece, and that was like 3 years ago, and there's been literally nothing otherwise. So since Universal wants to retain
like theaters, like
it doesn't need to be a wide theatrical release. They just need to release it in like a theater. So they could do like just New York for like a week. They could do this in theaters. And I would not be surprised. Like, genuinely, like, that could be what they are cooking here.
If that's the case, we're going to the premiere and we're going to be the only ones in that theater.
100%. 100% we are going.
Yeah. And also like this,
we'll get fully dressed up.
Is very funny.
Yeah, because this can't even like spin off something. This can't be like the Ninjago movie where it's like, oh, well, this is just to get new fans into Ninjago. After this,
this is the end. Yes.
I could also see this being intended to have come out earlier, and it just got delayed, and then it's like, well, we made it, so you might as well put it out at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goodbye, Lego Dreams, I guess.
Goodbye.
How did Piece by Piece 2? Did Piece by Piece do well? No. Nobody watched Piece by Piece except for me. I had to watch Piece by Piece 3 times, and yes, I literally
you're
had
probably
to.
the person who's seen it most in the world.
I think I've seen it most in the world because I was invited to the Toronto International Film Festival premiere of Piece by Piece, and I saw it then. And then we saw it as part of Fan Media Days in Denmark, although I think I slept through most of it. Mine certainly did. I also
slept through most of it.
Mine absolutely did. And then I was invited to the New York premiere of Piece by Piece and saw it again. So that was really evil. And as I was leaving the New York premiere of Piece by Piece, I got to meet, things are full circle here. As I was leaving, I ran into the guy who runs the studio that does Lego Dreams. And he was like, we're working on something really cool. And he may have been talking about this in retrospect.
That's really funny.
For the record, this could be one of the craziest, like coolest, most fun pieces of Lego, like media that we've ever seen. And I'd still go, why are we getting more Lego Dreams? Like it's going to be exactly the same as the Ninjago crossover. It's like, we're dreaming and there's a chase and we're dreaming. This is just a dream, guys, but we got to save the dragons because we're dreaming.
Dude, remember Toothless? Remember Dominic Toretto's car from the Fast and Furious? #Z.
Is there a single person out there who's a fan of Dreams and Fast and Furious? How much crossover do you think that has?
It's so cooked, man.
I'm right here.
0. Dude, it's you, man. You're on the pod. I think Bricks My Mind is probably the biggest fan of this. I think in the world.
I've not even watched all of it. I stopped Dreams after season 2, part 1, because I was just so bored.
You've now watched more Dreams than I have, so that's all that. Because I haven't seen a single episode.
Well, I've seen all of Lego Dreams, so I might be the r1 Lego Dreams fan in the world because I'm actually
seen Z-Blob fan. Lego's new mascot, Z-Blob.
Yes. Someone is trying to sell me a gigantic Z-Blob, like, you know, the ones from the Lego store?
Yeah.
Someone offered me on Instagram. They're like, do you want to buy Z-Blob? But he's really expensive, but I kind of want to get him just for the memes.
Can I have him? Can you just buy him and give him to me?
Well, you can buy him. You can choose to purchase him.
Chris,
I'll make a video on it. Then
that could be his Christmas bonus for work.
Sean, I actually got you a really funny Lego Dreams item as a gift, and it is in the Germany package, which will arrive.
Which is also where my gift is.
Which is also where your gift is, Brad. Yes, I got both of you okay. Brad's gift is actually really cool. Sean's gift is really cool. Sean's gift is really awesome. But I literally got it for you, and they only had one, and that means Bricks by Mine will be the owner of this, not Duck Bricks, and thank goodness that's not in my house.
Awesome. How much they try to sell you the Z-Blob statue for?
I don't remember. Let me see. Would you actually get it?
It depends on the price. I suspect my price is going to be significantly lower than what they're asking, but there is a price I would pay for it.
Okay. Let me just search Blob in my DMs because I don't know. $2,000 for Z-Blob.
Yeah, no, that's I was thinking like I would max out around 300, and that would be like a really big think about it.
If it's Chris wouldn't have said an expensive Z-Blob. He was just been like, there's a Z-Blob.
Even Duck Bricks is like, man, I don't know if I really want to get this. That is how you know the price is not good for me. Because I'm pretty amenable to buying a lot of stupid stuff like that. But $2,000 for a Lego store brick built Z-Blob that's a number. That's the question.
Chris, next what not giveaway?
Next whatnot giveaway. I am thinking about getting it. I think it would be very funny to own. I just like. I don't think I'm anywhere close to like that price for that. Like even Duckbricks has his limits, guys. You've heard it here first. Even Duckbricks has limits. 2,000 better be for the real thing. Correct.
So do we want to go to Ninjago news?
We should move on to the Ninjago news. I am going to run and grab a water. So Bricks My Mind is going to tell you everything that happened on the podcast that he wasn't at and just learned about from Duckbricks' tweets.
Yes, yeah. So Chris kept telling me, "Oh, you should come to Comic-Con. You should come to Comic-Con. It's gonna be awesome." But I kept telling him no, because if I'm at Comic-Con, I can't make content. So if I stay home, I get to beat you to all the content just based on your tweets, and that's exactly what happened. So that was pretty good. I got the first news video out of that.
Yep. And then I got cooked at Comic-Con because all the previous years I've recorded the Comic-Con panel. And I literally get to sit with the Lego crew. Like, they let me sit with them. So I'm literally in the Lego official like seating with my tripod out filming. And first of all, this guy, like the security, comes over and he's like, "Hey, you got to lower your tripod." I'm like, "Hey, I'm here with like Lego. Like, they gave me the press badge. Like, I'm here to film." And he's like, "Yeah, that's fine. You just need to lower your tripod." I'm like, "Okay." So I lower it down. And then he comes back and he's like, "You got to stop filming." And I was like, "I'm literally here with Lego. Like, the Lego exec is sitting like 2 seats away from me. He's cool with it." And he was like, "Yeah, no, you're not allowed to film this." And I was like, "Okay." I was asked to film this like by Lego, and he was like, "I don't care. You're not allowed to film it." So I'm like, "Okay, man." I realized what actually happened there. So what actually happened is Stud City's videographer was filming in the crowd, and the same security guy went to Stud City's videographer, and he was like, "You can't film." And then he was like, "Oh no, I'm with those guys who are filming up there." And then the security guy looked over and he was like, "They're next." So Stud City's videographer did not in fact stop filming. He was just like, "Okay." And then he put his camera on his lap and pointed at the screen and kept filming. But I was front row and the security guard was right across from me. So I could not do that. So when he told me to stop filming, I stopped filming. But Stud City actually cooked me, and then he posted himself.
I thought it was because Lego filmed it themselves this year and posted it, which they've never done before in the past.
They actually always record it themselves. They just never post it.
Okay, interesting.
Because the screen I'm recording is the official recording screen. They just have never posted it for some reason.
Oh, okay. It's interesting.
But apparently Lego is posting the full panel on their channel. So, Stud City is in land. But so apparently they are posting it on the Lego channel. So all is well. That's all I wanted. Like, I just wanted the panel to be out there. So as long as it's being posted on the official Lego channel, then I'm happy.
There's like a clipped up version of it on their channel right now, I'm pretty sure.
Right, but in the same like the playlist, there is a like thing that says full panel.
Oh, okay.
Oh, everyone's saying they already posted the full version. Awesome.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Stud City's cameraman did snitch on me. Correct. Bro thought he was Thunderfang going for the sources. But yes, so Brad, you need to hear all the news from Comic-Con because you said you didn't hear everything. Okay, so number one, and Sean, we've known this for a while, but the news is finally out that the news is out. It's fine. That Dragons Rising is going to end next year in season 5 in a new series, quote unquote new series called Dragon's Fury. I'm going to pause here. We did just get a super chat, SEK100. Thank you so much, Isaac Lego DJI. A bit worried about future of Ninjago. Yes, we are going to talk about that very soon.
Got a lot
We have a lot of thoughts.
Yes.
Yep. Yes. So Dragons Rising will be ending with a series called Dragon's Fury. It's 20 episodes. It's basically the same. It's basically season 5. And Doc actually explained this to me.
Wait, hold on. So Dragon's Fury is not a new show. It's just the last season of Dragons Rising.
Yes, but it has to be marketed as a new show. So the reasoning behind this is that Netflix does not like to invest in a 5th season of a show. Because historically, if a show goes beyond 4 seasons, that's an awesome Lego set, Bricks My Mind. If a show goes beyond 4 seasons, then viewership declines and viewership goes down. So Netflix says, okay, we do not want you to have a season 5 of the show. If you must continue the story, make it a new show. However, Doc and Kevin were told when they were writing Dragon's Rising, as they said on the panel, that they were told that they could have 5 years to tell their story. So they were like, we cannot end at season 4. We need a 5th season.
Yeah.
And so the compromise they made was Dragon's Fury is going to be called a new show, but it's really not a new show. It's just season 5 of Dragon's Rising, but they just have to treat you like it's a new show for the first episode. So they're going to have to re-explain all the characters. You have to get reintroduced to Lloyd, Kai, Jay, Zane. But that is because otherwise it was either that or it was just ended at season 4. So I think that was
hold up.
Where, yeah.
So yeah.
Stranger Things is the exception because that's the biggest show ever. But any other show on Netflix, they do not want.
Crazy well. The part 1 did insane on
Well,
Netflix.
I don't think it's going to do as well now considering people already watched it.
Yeah, that's true. But all right, we can move on from that. Okay, so they have to make it as a new show, which is definitely going to hurt it for the at least first few episodes, which is going to suck because that means you got.
I don't know. I mean, I think they just need to I think there's a way to organically reintroduce characters where maybe the dialogue will be a little clunky, but I think that there's a way to make the story keep picking up and still be good. I just think that it's going to be a lot of Kai, use your firepower to help me or so I don't know. It's going to be a lot of that, but I feel that is
stuff's already in Dragon's Rising, to be fair.
Right. That is already in Dragon's Rising. So I'm not really
What is
I'm not super bummed.
2-part 1 where it's 3 episodes in a row. They always go, Sora, use your elemental tech power. Oh, my elemental tech power can't solve this one.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Save you? We don't do that anymore.
Save you? Nah, we don't do that anymore.
So that is so in conjunction with this announcement, kind of going back, Brad, to the news for you. We saw our first clip of Dragon's Fury. Have you seen that clip?
No.
Oh, you haven't. They posted on YouTube, so you can watch it now. Should we watch it now so you can see it? We can play it together for the podcast. I think that could be fun.
Can you play it on the podcast?
Yeah, it's short enough. I don't think we're gonna get claimed for it.
Yep. Okay, here. Let me.
Tiny and in the corner.
It will be tiny and in the corner. I don't know if it'll have audio either because I'm wearing headphones right now. But I'm gonna search Dragon's Fury.
I can dub over it.
My video I searched Dragon's Fury and this stream appeared as the first result for me. That's very funny.
The name's Kai, evil Kai, and I'm ready to heat things up. I'm the master of fire.
Thank you, Bricks on Mind.
Wait,
is this clip not? Did Lego not post the full clip?
I could swear they. No, I've seen it. I've definitely seen it in HD.
Because I know they posted 8 seconds of it. But did they post the full clip?
I think.
I don't think they did. They did. Then where is it? Because they posted the DuskFall trailer for sure.
Yes.
I don't think they posted the Dragon's Fury.
Someone said as a short, or it's in the con highlight.
Well, the part in the con highlight is not the full clip.
Okay. All right. So. Is there anything specific?
So I'll just describe it. I'll just describe what happens. So basically what happens is that we're in the crossroads and we see that elemental powers are ripping apart the crossroads. So the ground opens up and then lava comes out of the ground and then water floods the crossroads and it gets frozen over by ice. And then storm clouds appear and lightning is zapping people on the ground. Fuji Dove also appears. He has no lines. He's just in the crowd, and he's looking up at the sky. He's there. And then
is that how we get our Fuji Dove minifigure?
I hope.
No. That's how Wild Brain reuses a character model.
And then what happened is that then the characters see the silhouettes of the ninja, and they're like, "Oh, we're saved by the ninja." And then Evil Kai says, "Save you? We don't do that anymore." And then he jumps at the camera.
So it's basically season 2, one of the worst episodes.
I think that the concept, because I think Sean and I might disagree on this. I think the concept of Evil Ninja could be done really well.
Okay,
but Save You, we don't do that anymore. It does not give me
done very bad. Yeah. It's very easy for it to go completely wrong.
I think Kai's saying the most Kai saying the silliest and goofiest line did not instill me with a great deal of confidence, but that also was like the first clip. I mean, that's one line of dialogue.
I think it's probably going to be very fun. I think I'm going to really enjoy the evil ninja on screen, but I fear it may be a lot like undisclosed character from Dragon's Rising Season 4 Part 2, where it's like, well, that's how they are, I guess. That's exactly what this character is going to be, I guess. And there's really
I have no idea. I have no idea who you're talking about.
The character who came back.
Yes. Okay, sorry, I got it. Yep.
Yeah, and I'm not spoiling anything, but I can see it being a very similar situation to that. And listen, I'm probably gonna laugh when they're on screen, but like,
fear him
from that one line. I'm not expecting deep, edgy story from them. That being said, have you seen the theory that they are the souls of the Forbidden Five? Are the
dude? Give it up. Give it up, man. Give it up.
Well, okay, there's like a doc tweet. There's a doc tweet where he's like, where someone asked, like, have the souls of the Forbidden Five moved on? And he was like, ask me this in a couple of years or something, from last year.
That is true. Isn't that the same tweet where he was like, when that one thing happens in season 5, like, you're gonna know, then ask me this again? Was that the one tweet where he said that?
I think something like that, but he says he has a tweet implying that the Forbidden Five aren't done, and there is only 5 ninja in that clip, so I don't know. I know.
I'm guessing
that
original. I'm guessing original like 4 plus Nia.
What?
Yeah, it's original 4 plus Nia. It's no Lloyd.
Okay.
So no evil Lloyd, I guess.
At least in that clip.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel if that is the Forbidden Five. I don't know. Because it's just interesting villains, but I don't know.
I would be because the other reason why is I think they saw a lot of the response that fans are really disappointed by the Forbidden Five, and knowing the turnaround time on these seasons, I think that would be like season 3 was probably airing right around the time they were writing this season. So maybe they were like, "Oh, we have this evil ninja concept. Let's complete the Forbidden Five plot," because the fans weren't happy with it. I think it's possible. I don't know if it's likely, but I think it's possible.
Yeah,
that genuinely would save the Forbidden Five for me. That would make their presence in Dragon's Rising make sense. Oh, if it's done right. I've not seen that theory, but if they did that right, that genuinely would save the Forbidden Five for me. Because I'm very disappointed in the Forbidden Five's introduction.
Yes, it would also be more full circle, because it's like, oh, it's because like Beatrix just came back, and now it's like the season 2 and 3 villains are coming back for the finale. Like, I think it would work. But it's gonna make for some cool minifigures. I'll say that. Like the evil ninja minifigures are probably gonna be awesome.
Yeah, the interesting thing is because they posted the HD clip on YouTube, but the version that we saw at Comic-Con, maybe it was just because it was on a giant screen, but I could actually see a little bit of Kai's torso, which even super brightened up, you can't really see. But yeah, I saw a bit of the torso and the eyes, and it was like, I don't remember that much from the design, but I do remember a lot from it. Like I thought it was like it was very different, and I'm very excited for what they're going to look like.
Yeah.
All right. So Dragon's Fury, that's the next thing that's happening. I'm sorry.
And then after that, Dragon's Rising is done. So that is the conclusion of Dragon's Rising, and nobody knows what's coming after. The other thing that released was the DuskFall trailer. So we know a couple of things.
One more. We have a set too. A set was revealed for 2027.
Oh yes, we have to talk about the set. Yes, that we can pull up. We can pull up the set.
Do you want me to pull it up?
I actually have the image I took at Comic-Con. Oh wait, no. Did they show it in the highlight? Because I was going to say the image I took is probably the best. Oh, okay, then that's the best image. Then yes, Brad's Archives, you're up.
This is one that is in the leak channel. Then
that's my photo.
Probably.
What's a leak?
Sorry, it wasn't even a leak. Like, it's just like something that they posted there.
Correct. Bricks My Mind does not know what the concept of leaks are. He legally does not.
Nope.
Once again.
Unless there's set names and numbers, I can talk about those, but nothing else.
Yes, which is why we could talk about Cole versus Evil. Oh yeah, that's my photo. Awesome. Or I think that's my photo. I don't know. But yeah, that is that. It is Lloyd versus Lord Ra's spinners. It is funny how Lord Raz has gotten 2 spinners now, and yet there's no evidence that he can do spinjitzu in the show. Like I don't think he can.
Right.
Okay, hold up real quick. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, Chris, we literally talked about the shoulder armor that you can see.
You can flip it upside down. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wait, you can? Okay. All I was going to say is this shoulder armor is kind of what we were talking about, what we were looking for, where you don't have the mask, like some cool shoulder armor.
Yes.
Like, I think this is, first off, Castle fans are going to go insane over this shoulder armor. I'm calling that now. And also, like, me and Chris a bit ago were talking about how we would love Ice Samurai to come back, but without the ice. And how it's like, oh yeah, we love like an awesome shoulder armor piece that doesn't have the mask. And honestly, they kind of did that this time around.
That is it. I really like the armor. It's really cool. So if you look closely, Lloyd and Roz have the same shoulder armor, but they just flipped it upside down for Roz, so the spikes are pointing up, and then on Lloyd, it's like armor going over him. And I don't think they've ever done that for a minifigure before, where they can take an armor piece and flip it upside down, like in Lego history. So I think that's actually really cool. I think that's really cool that they did that.
And it saves on budget.
Yes.
And it saves on budget, but it allows them to make more different colors of it. So I think that's pretty neet. Yes, that is a budget save thing, but I think it is a cool save of budget. Also, new dragon head mold, which is Ryu colored, which is interesting, but a good comment, like people are saying, I hope they'll use that head for Ryu. I actually kind of hope they don't, because it feels too small for what Ryu's size should be.
I don't think it's actually I think it does fit with the like 2021 Dragon Head system, because if you notice, it has a 2x2 stud area on the top, which most of those do. So I think it is that same like wide jaw. That it does look thin in the picture, but I believe it is one of those. So if that's how wide it is, I would be okay with it on Ryu.
Okay. Yeah, that could work. Everyone's saying Ryu Source Dragon set next year. I'm certain that's going to happen. I mean, I mean, there was a leaked story Bible that said Ryu's going to become the Source Dragon of Balance, and it's like, okay, we all know. Well,
it was a children's activity book from that released the day Dragon's Rising came out that said Ryu's goal is to be. It was like all the new characters' goals. Like Aaron was to,
and his goal is to be the source of balance, and that was before we even knew what a dragon was, and we were all like, what does that mean?
But yeah, it's all but confirmed. Unless something like changed in the writer's room. That was absolutely the intent like 4 years ago. So
can I just say I really like Lloyd's design in this. Just like that the torso print and all that. I honestly am really excited for this wave of ninja figures.
I'm very excited.
Don't really like the torso.
I hope this is consistent across all of the ninja, but I really like that this is a secondary color white suit, because we've only ever had that with Prime Empire. We only ever had that with Prime Empire, and Prime Empire's like video game awesome thing, but like the Deep Stone, Skybound, Kimono with the black base, those are some of the best suits ever, and they're really cool. And I've been wanting them to do a white base forever, and all we ever had was Prime Empire. So hopefully all the ninja have this, and I cannot wait to see what the full lineup looks like if they're all white base.
It kind of I agree. Reminds me of so there's the original ninja design, and then there was like
the DX suits.
Yeah, the design reminds me a little bit of DX.
Yes, well, that's my other theory. Is again, knowing like Lego's timelines, I wonder. Do you think this was in response to the LARPer epidemic earlier this year? Because like graphics are probably being finalized in like December, January, February, when everyone's like JDX, Lloyd DX, coolest minifigures ever. Do you think someone
welcome back Lloyd DX?
Bring back the DX figures. Do you think that's what this is? Because the torso does look very DX.
That'd be really funny if that was because of the
I mean, it is Dragon's Rising, so having dragons on the torso does make sense, but it's just funny it's happening now, right? When like Jay became a $200 figure and Lloyd was $1,000 for a day.
My thing with that is that I think it's cool as a spinner figure. I almost hope that it's not the main figure though, because I feel like that. I don't know. I don't love it as the main figure designs. Like I think it's cool as like, oh, this is only for the spinners, but I don't think I love it for their main suits of like the final season of Dragon's Rising. I don't know. It's not perfect to me.
It's fair.
I think what's going to happen with Ninja and Evil Ninja is because you notice the armor is just white and gold, so all the ninja are going to have the same exact colored armor piece, and I think it's just going to be black and gold for and that's why it's white base, because the Evil Ninja will have the black base, and then they'll be like the same thing corrupted and. It's so funny that like villain minifigures don't get any budget, so the solution to getting real villain minifigures is to just make them also ninja minifigures.
Or how I like this figure. Or we get like Zilvar, where it's like, oh yeah, we just gonna take our existing villain, duplicate him, however, make him one of the coolest figures from Dragons Rising, at least in my opinion.
You've seen 4 too, right, Brad?
I've seen it all.
Yeah, Zilvar is so cool. I love Zilvar.
Yes. Top 10 favorite characters from Ninjago right there. Maybe even top 3.
He's certainly up there. Yeah, he's really good. And it's very impressive because Zilvar was a toy thing that the writers like had to integrate. And I think it's super impressive that like they were just told, hey, there's another tiger guy, and they like made him. Anyway, we'll save that for the discussion. I don't want to spoil anything. We'll save that for the discussion. But yeah, Zilvar is the goat. Okay, so what else? What else do we have? So then we saw a trailer for Ninjago DuskFall. Have you seen that yet?
Yes.
You have? Okay.
Very interesting.
Yes. We also know from Amit, the book publisher, that next year we are getting a new Ninjago anime-inspired series. My theory is that DuskFall, which is coming out this September, for those in the comments asking when it's coming out, is the pilot to a full show coming out next year. I think it'd be crazy to invest the amount of investment they've put into like all of these new characters and everything, like Nate, Jin, Myra, a new setting, to only do it for a short. Like it has to be for a new show. And I think that the trailer implies that we see like how the world ended up in the DuskFall state, like the state of it is when DuskFall starts, like presumably Kai and Nia die, and then we go to the future, and then it's going to be a new show.
Well, that's what was interesting to me is I was shocked how much Kai and Nia was in that trailer, because I thought it was just going to be like a quick blip at the start of the first short, and then it was all the characters. But it seems like Kai and Nia are at least half of the story, if not most of it, for what we're getting in September, which I think lends credence to your theory about what's going on next year.
I personally think that they're using a couple of characters we know to get us like kind of a little bit invested, so that then they can spin it off into something that's completely new. And I will say, I think that like, what was I going to say? Like, they're just like being like, oh, you guys know Kai and Nia. I think this is more like a prologue, kind of like what we got with the original prologue for Ninjago. And then I think
like the OG pilots.
Yeah,
because then that way the big benefit to doing that is that they can say like, okay, like you like somebody could start watching DuskFall next year, and they probably don't like have to watch the pilot that came out this year, but they can choose to watch it for the full context. But a completely fresh fan maybe would just be able to start off with like Jin, Myra, Nate, and like they don't need to know the context of Kai and Nia. But if for the OG fans, you do have that context. So I think that is a cool idea.
Yeah, and I will say I like them bringing it down to 3 characters. That's kind of nice stuff. Like if that's gonna be the 3 they go off, I don't mind if they build out a couple more. But I'm getting kind of tired of Dragons Rising with so many characters. So it'd be nice if they were like, hey, here's a show with only a few people.
Yeah. Zontafo, thank you so much for the super chat of $5. This is a great question of if we ever struggle to introduce Ninjago to people, because you have to get through a lot of the bad stuff to show them what's good. I think Brad could say a lot about how I made him get introduced to Ninjago.
This is how you introduce your friends to Ninjago. Okay, now you're just gonna cover me up.
Yes.
I gotta say it like this. All right, no, this is how you do it. You either show them Dragons Rising or Season 8. Season 8 and 9 is a great area to get people in, because I think 8 and 9 is some of the best Ninjago. Definitely don't show them 7 or 2 or 15. But
or 12.
I will say
I'm a Front Empire hater.
Nah, show
Get
them
that
12.
out of here.
Actually,
Get that out of here.
If they're Castle fans, show them season 13.
13's good. 13's
generally
good.
don't like. What I will say is, actively start with 8 and 9, and if they don't enjoy 8 and 9 and they can't get invested into it, then they won't. Or show them Dragons Rising.
Yeah,
I
would say start with Dragons Rising now because it's got good writing, good animation, and it's like, hey, if you watch this and you really like it, then go back and watch everything else as a prequel, and you're dedicated enough at that point that you're going to watch it all.
Yeah, that's exactly how I would do it.
I've not introduced Ninjago to a lot of people, but the few I have, this is, and if you watched our season discussion, actually, Chris, you and I filmed the one at your place that we haven't uploaded the season ranking, but
oh my God, dude, I forgot we filmed that.
We
do need to upload that.
Season. Rebooted's my least favorite season. I say it's horrible. And not the only reason, far from the only reason why, but one of the reasons why is every time I've tried to show someone Ninjago, that's always the point where they drop off. That's always the point where they're like, can we watch something else? And it's only 8 episodes too.
Well, Brad, isn't that when you dropped off too?
Nope, that is exactly when I dropped off. And it was a slog to get to season 2. I almost quit after season 2.
Yeah, well,
and he gave it one more chance and was like, I don't think
it
I
has
like
enough
this.
of the elements that are like still interesting.
Yeah.
And then season 3 is horrible, and then it's like, okay, this is a lot of bad back to back to back. Yeah, so I would not say start unless like if they grew up with it as a kid, like maybe rewatching one is worth it. But I would still say start if they grew up with it as a kid. Actually, I'd say start with Sons of Garmadon. If they're completely new to it, I'd say start with Dragons Rising.
Yeah.
Really? Completely new Star Wars Dragons Rising. That's interesting. Because I felt like Sons of Garmadon. Actually, I see what you mean because Sons of Garmadon is like the OG team, so it's like here's like a story with them that's like a little bit more mature. Even though it is a soft reboot,
it is still a continuation of an existing story. While Dragons Rising is more of a hard, like this is the start of a new story.
Yeah, that's how you do it. I agree. Because Ninjago is really good. I always started people with season 8 whenever I introduced people to it, and then went back. Like we would always watch season 8, and they're like, "Oh, I love this show. Like I want to watch it from the beginning." And then I'm like, "Okay, here's the pilots." And they're like, "Oh, I don't think I like this very much." But it's you get them hooked with season 8, and that's the good thing because it is a bit of a soft reboot, so you can do that. But then I actually agree with you, Sean. Like I think Dragons Rising has usurped it as that is now the thing to show.
Yeah. Anyway, jumping back to DuskFall.
Yes.
I'm definitely a lot more interested in it now because I was kind of like, I don't know, bleak on it because I was just like, why? You've got like $400 worth of products on shelves for what's going to be 15 minutes of shorts, and I didn't really love that idea. But now that I agree, it seems like there's going to be more than that probably. I'm a bit more excited about the story they're going to tell. The animation looks great. It looks really, really good. I wonder how the Invincible team feels seeing that Lego Ninjago TV show is like mogging them immediately.
Dude, Ninjago mobs them like with Dragons Rising, man. It didn't even need DuskFall.
But for that, you could be like, oh, it's 3D animated. It's easier to animate. But this is 2D. You got the same tools, buddy.
Yeah, that's true.
This is something the comments brought up to me. Did you the Earth character who's in like the first shot and a few shots of the trailer?
Yeah. Is that Nate or is that Cole?
People are thinking it's because the character has a beard, which the Nate minifigure does not have. And the outfit
I didn't even notice the beard.
Yeah, well, it's under the mask, but you do see a little bit of a beard, and it's not Nate's outfit either. It's like it looks similar to Cole's spectral suit, but not exactly because he's got like solar armor. And then the hammer of the Oni he's fighting has the Ninjago C on it. So maybe we might not only be seeing Kyania's death. I think we're seeing Cole as well. And then maybe if I was writing the show, I would leave Zane and Lloyd ambiguous because I think of any OG character, those two could show up in DuskFall.
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
Like a little person. I think we could see Cole's death. And there's nothing to indicate Jay, but maybe Jay as well.
I will.
My dusk is falling.
I kind of don't love that idea that they're killing off the original characters, just because then it's like, oh, you kind of know what happens with them, and so like, but at the same like, never knowing what actually happened to them in the far, far future is kind of always nice. It does make for such a cool story element, though. That's so hard. But at the same time,
So is DuskFall canon? That's the question. Because
yes,
I was told it was canon.
The answer is
but...
not really. that's the answer.
Well, no, that's not
yes, but not really.
The answer is it's canon until it isn't, which is what Glenn Lakin said. And I take that to mean that they are treating it as canon unless they decide over the course of writing Ninjago at some point in the future that those are not the canon deaths of Kai and Nia and Cole or whatever.
But it's not just that. He said it's not locking them into any story beats. So what that means is if they introduce a lore element, like something for Dragon's Rising introduced the Source Dragons, which are a very big deal for the Ninjago universe. Let's say DuskFall has something on that level where it's like, here's an explanation for something in the universe. The way Glenn Lakin described it is if the main show ever wants to contradict that, they just will. Like they will not let DuskFall restrict the main show at all, which means any lore introduced in DuskFall does not matter until it shows up in the main show, and it can also never show up and be contradicted. So it's a fun story that, for the time being, matches canon, but I feel like 5 years from now, 10 years from now, the overlap between what is shown in those series is going to really diverge to the point. And who knows how long maybe it's a year, maybe it's 5 years. I don't know. But I think it's going to diverge at a point where 10 years from now, I don't think it's canon. I don't think there's any world where it's canon 10 years from now, unless
maybe that turns into the main canon and we start seeing normal Ninjago starting to fall off. I'm just saying, like, because they might start making Ninjago too kiddish. Because they're like, oh, well, we have an adult show.
That's the question. That's the question, right? Like, what actually is going to happen after Dragon's Rising? Because we have seen, much like in the universe of Ninjago, there are cycles, and we have seen cycles as fans of Ninjago over the years, where there was a point in time where it took itself pretty seriously, and the writing was really good, and it was very gripping, and that was the Oni trilogy. And as soon as the Oni trilogy was done, they said, okay, we need a reset. We need to bring new fans in. And on one hand, I actually really get that, because as a Bionicle fan, we all know the big reason why Bionicle ended is because the story got way too complex, dark, and convoluted so that younger fans were not getting into it. And no matter how much you cater to older fans, at least for an original Lego kids show theme, if there are no kids getting into it, then you're eventually going to start seeing declining sales.
Right.
No matter what. So because of to combat this Bionicle problem, Ninjago has been doing soft reboots every 3, 4, 5-ish years. So the 11-minute era was a soft reboot for the show where they completely changed the tone and they made it a lot goofier, a lot sillier, and that was season 11 to Crystallized. And then we are getting Dragon's Rising, which is kind of a nice blend between the two, but Dragon's Rising definitely takes itself way more seriously, and I love the tone of Dragon's Rising because it's really good.
Totally very similar, I think, to season 1, season 2 of the original show, just with modern writing and better writing, I think.
Wait. Why is the writing good?
Yeah, exactly.
I also think that the thing that was so great about Dragon's Rising is that it introduced new characters, which is, I think, very much needed for having characters that stayed around. It also, a lot of people are like, I don't like Dragon's Rising. I'm like, you know why I love Dragon's Rising? Because it's world building. It's actually there's stuff that matters. And I don't know. There's so much world building that they've done that's made the world of Ninjago so much better. Mm-hmm. The merged lands is still one of the best things Lego Ninjago 100%. Has ever done. Yep. And to me, it's I'm scared that after this, they're just going to waste all that potential.
I'm very scared as well.
And I think was some of my hesitation around DuskFall is I love the idea of future Ninjago. I love the idea of a new team. But the thing is, Dragon's Rising just did that, and I would so much rather see them if DuskFall did take place 20 years in the future, but it's 30-year-old Aaron Frax, Sora, Wildfire, as the more mature ninja, and the original team, they're still out there maybe, but they're older now. They're not doing the fighting, and that's what DuskFall was. I would like that a lot, but to me, and maybe this isn't the case, but I'm scared that the main show is going to become back to the original Ninja. We're childlike. We're going back to season 11 tone, and then DuskFall is we forget about Dragon's Rising. We forget about the entire new team that was introduced there. I like what the thing I like about Dragon's Rising is it builds upon everything that came before it. Nothing is thrown out. And that's what I'm scared of, is the new ninja getting thrown out. That DuskFall is like is saying, hey, the new ninja were a failure, we're gonna try again. And I don't like that. I really don't like that. And that may not be the case, but I'm scared that is.
I think you're totally right. I think that they're getting rid of the new ninja, and that sucks because it doesn't feel like they have faith in the new ninja, even though the new ninja, in my opinion, are a lot of fun to watch. There's a lot of characters I really like. It also makes the group more diverse. And I'm not even talking about, it's just like the way those characters act. Like, I feel like the original ninja have all kind of blended into them. So like this into each other. So at this point, I'm just like,
well, it's really cool to see characters learn and grow, because like the original ninja have not been able to do that a ton recently.
Because they already completed their character arcs like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And 10 times. Like,
yes, like Zane's had the same character arc like at least 4 times.
Yes. But like, hey, a dragon ninja is pretty sick. We also got like a serpentine ninja.
Serpentine, yeah, like that's awesome. It draws in the world of Ninjago.
Yes. At this point, we have so many cool characters in the worlds of Dragon Rising. Like, why don't we have our ninja from the land of Chima? All right. Like, I would not be upset about
that.
Her
name is Wildfire.
That's true. Like,
that's true. That's true.
I'm more saying like Zilvar, I know
what you mean, but
yeah.
Technically.
No, you're right though. You're right.
Well, do we know that for sure? Because she came from a space pod. We don't know where Wildfire's from.
No, we don't.
I'll probably find out soon. So.
No, I don't think we're gonna find out soon. We'll see.
Okay. My point is, I think that they did a lot of good with Dragon Rising, and I think the thing is, I'm worried that it's gonna go back to like 11 through 15, and I'm just gonna. Yeah. I'm honestly probably gonna start losing interest in Ninjago if it does that, and it's just like, all right, we have the same team. I still like. Generally, sometimes I think the best thing that they could do is start killing off some of the main characters from the original.
100%. But Lego would never do that.
No.
Well, no, Kai and Nier are dying in DuskFall.
No, of course. But
it's like, are they actually like they're not gonna? They're gonna still keep coming back in Ninjago.
This is the Bionicle head in me, but I'm like, the story of Bionicle was objectively like, I think, better as like a character development story because they were not afraid to just kill off members of the team willy-nilly. Like the 6 products, you can kill 2 of them. It's okay. 4 of them are still alive. And then there's going to be another generation next year. So it's all okay. Just like kill some of them. And like, I think that's like the death of characters is something that a lot of like pieces of media don't do. Like the Stranger Things final season, like there's no stakes because nobody dies and everyone's okay at the end and it's all chill. Yeah. Like I just don't take it that seriously anymore. And I'm not saying that death is the be and end all of stakes, but I do think that Ninjago will never be able to be like a truly like great or amazing piece of media because it is tied down by being a Lego property, by being a property that first and foremost has to sell toys. You're never going to kill Kai because every kid is still going to want a red car. And Bionicle solved that problem by having like other red characters come and take their place, but like they don't want to do that in Ninjago for some reason.
Yeah.
But it's like you could have Wildfire take Kai's place.
But here's the
but she's a woman and Lego doesn't want to do
potentially with DuskFall is they're like, okay, our new ninja, they weren't readable enough on a box, so we're just gonna make Kai again, but his name is Jin and Mira, but she's the blue one. Like, I don't know. And I could be wrong. I hope this is not the case, but I am scared and disappointed that they're just like, the new ninja was a failed experiment. We got to try again. And so part of the part of the reason why I foresee this happening is this year's summer wave. If you look at the age marks on those, because the Dragon's Rising, the show, is still the same tone it's always been, but the Dragon's Rising sets came down in age this year, and that makes me worry for what the show is going to be. To me, they're saying the main show, that's for the little kids, and then the older fans, you get Legacy and you get Legends, and I don't like that. I think the main show should be for everyone, like it is right now, where of course kids are the target audience, but the way Dragon's Rising, it's not dumbed down like season 11 was. It is written in a way where it's made for kids, but like still enjoyable for all ages. And then you could still have legends and stuff, but I don't want to bring down the age. I think that is not the right way to go for the main story of the show.
I totally agree. From a marketing standpoint, Sean, if your goal, I'm curious about this, right? If your goal was to make as much money as possible, do you not think that Jin Red Fire Ninja sells better than Disgusting Creature Snake Ninja?
No, probably.
Let's be real.
But here's the thing is, I would rather let DuskFall. This might be a crazy take. I would rather the original cast go to the DuskFall tone story, and the new DuskFall characters get the children's show.
I agree.
Yeah.
Honestly, I still pitch. Hey, take the original ninja, make them the adult show, and make the new ninja the kid show.
I mean, that's what Sean just said.
If you're saying you need the red fire ninja who's just a boy who is red and has fire powers, put Jin Mira, make that the kid show, and then and then if you want to make the Dragon's Rising sequel, the like 10 plus, 12 plus, whatever you want to call it, that DuskFall is going to be. That would be what I would do. So that way, you've got the marketing side of things solved, and you got the story just makes more sense to me. And then older fans can handle a few more characters the kids can't handle. Hey, he's a snake and he doesn't have a defined color.
Dude, that would have been perfect. Oh, now I'm sad.
But again, a lot of this is predicting. They very well could. Maybe the next Ninjago show is going to be the same tone as Dragon's Rising. The new ninja are all going to be there, and it's going to be the perfect sequel to Dragon's Rising.
Hold up. Didn't
Tricks my mind is cooking.
Didn't get announced what's happening next with Ninjago. I swear I saw this somewhere.
Nope. We don't know. We don't know anything. So.
Because I thought they said that they were going to go back to what they were doing before with the type of season formats. Like it was not going to be. No. We're not going to be getting another 5 seasons of a show.
I think people were saying that about Dragon's Fury and that it was just 1 season with a standalone.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's man. Sean actually just solved it. That's actually quite frustrating.
Because then also, like, if you put the original cast,
then people could have grown up with the original cast, right?
Yeah.
Like you grow up with them. They're in the more mature series, so the people who want to grow up with them get to grow up with them
because you can cover more mature topics. And I say mature. I feel so silly talking about a children's show, like more mature. I'm not talking about an adult show. You can still have it like 10 plus, but like 10 plus versus 6 plus is a very different thing.
Like you can actually have Jay and Nia get married or something, like, or whatever it is. Like actually, like
you can actually have them miss the point of Ninjago. Like I think I agree. Like there's serious things that you could do with the characters that like it's man, let mind cook. Sadly, that's not what it seems like they're going to be doing. It seems like that's not the case for sure, which is sad. But we'll see. I mean, this is a lot of dooming over like a hypothetical show that's not even been announced yet. Yes. So we're going to have to wait and see like what they actually do. Like, yes, I am worried, but we'll see. I think it all really boils down to the writers they get. We know that almost certainly Doc and Kevin will not be back because people are asking about that. And we know this because Lego always does different writers' rooms for like the soft reboot of Ninjago, right? Like that's why Doc and Kevin were brought in for Dragon's Rising. They were the fresh blood. Versus something like season 11 era where it was more braggy shoots. And then it was the Hageman brothers for the Oni trilogy. So that's like, that is the major difference here. So I'm almost certain like we are not going to have Doc and Kevin.
The other thing that scares me is this will be, I mean, hopefully they find the right person, but like Doc and Kevin have such a love and understanding of Ninjago's history. And of course, before them, we had Tommy, who was there from the beginning. So, I mean, he'd forget sometimes, but he was there for everything. So he also had to understand everything that came before. But there's a chance they hire someone and they're like, hey, you got to write this kids ninja show. And it's got all these seasons, and they go, I don't want to watch that. And they just sort of make up their own thing and don't really care about it. Like, we are so lucky to have someone like Doc who is on Twitter responding to questions because for all his OCs and everything he comes up with, it shows that he's engaged with the community. He knows what we want. He knows the story. He knows what came before he was on the team. And that's not a guarantee because I know like a lot of the auxiliary media, like Chris and I have talked about how I've not read every canon comic and everything that Ninjago
which is
put out.
insane. You and I are the Ninjago guys, and I cannot believe you haven't read the Ninjago. At least the canon.
Another part of
I
that
understand not reading
get
ahead of
the
mine.
Yeah, I understand not reading the non-canon ones. I like a lot of them for what they are. They're written by Greg Farsi, the Bionicle
when
writer.
we did the interview with the writer of one of the writers for Quest for the Lost Powers, I know we talked to two of them. I forget which one it was. One of them mentioned they've not seen the entire show, but they're writing canon media. And listen, this is a book. The book was I liked a good bit of the book. I don't think it affected it too much, but that's a book as opposed to the show. And there's a non-zero chance it's something like that, because also there's a lot of Ninjago out there, so they might watch like Dragons Rising to catch up and then just sort of pick up from there. But like,
do you think that the writers of season 7 and Day of the Departed watched the entire show? Because I don't think they did.
No, but think about
I also don't think when writing Crystallized, Tommy rewatched his own show, because there were a lot of
but at least he had some content. Like, imagine Crystallized written by someone who had never seen anything.
I think it would have been better.
Yeah.
If Glenn Lakin became the head writer of the next show, that would be best case scenario, I think.
Right. Dude, Glenn Lakin might actually be the one, because they always do it someone who like trains under the existing team, right?
True. And
Doc and Kevin worked on the 11 minute
DuskFall on the show, which is interesting that he's talked about that when like theoretically there's not going to be much overlap there. If it's him,
actually, no, it has to be him. I think it is, because when Kevin Burke was asked about DuskFall, all he had to say was, "I'm not involved in that. I don't know." But when Glenn Lakin was asked about it, he was like, "It's like he actually had something to say about it."
Okay, I would have a lot more faith if it's Glenn Lakin as our.
Glenn Lakin, for those who don't know who he is like the Ninjago lore keeper. So he basically he handles all of like the source lore and the elemental power lore. And when Doc forgets Ninjago lore, he goes to Glenn Lakin, and Glenn Lakin has it all in his head. He is absolutely a lore guy. I have no. Oh wait, no. I was gonna say I have no idea like how much knowledge, like how good he is at character writing, but that's not true. He actually wrote some of the best episodes of Dragons Rising. Yes. He wrote Crashing Together, which was in season 3, the Aaron and Sora episode, and he wrote in season 4 a really good episode in season 4, part 2 that I will not spoil, but it was one of my favorite episodes of the entire season.
Season 1, he also wrote the Cole episode.
I don't want to say which one it is on live. I don't want to spoil people, but I'll tell you after, Brad.
Okay.
In season 1, he wrote the Cole episode too, where you see Cole and Geo for the first time in season 1. I'm pretty sure that.
If it is Glenn Lakin, we are actually so back. Genuinely, we are so back. Yeah, I think we are so back if it is him. My other sleeper pick for Ninjago writer after Doc and Kevin is actually Greg Farsi.
The multiverse.
Isaac Lego DJI says Crystallize. Correct. Crystallize brought back many good. Did they bring back many good? Hashtag Larumi. Well, thank you for the super chat. That's very kind of you. Crystallized, man. Crystallized. So again, my sleeper pick is Greg Farsi, and yes, I know the multiverse is the concept about which we understand frighteningly little. I know he left Lego, but they can just rehire him. He's looking for a job. I think he would take the job if they rehired him. Bionicle story. He's the guy who wrote the Bionicle story.
Oh, okay.
I think that he could actually cook, because it's the kind of IP like. Greg Farsi was the Doc Wide and Tommy of Bionicle, where he would be answering questions online to fans all the time. Controversially speaking sometimes, because sometimes he would just like canonize really silly things, or he would like make up his own lore that like is now canon. But he cared about the story so much that he did that to the point. I mean, I'm sure he has other jobs. I know he has his own writing stuff, but he might be open. I don't know what Greg Farsi's job prospects are right now. If he's looking for a job, I feel like if Lego wanted to hire him again, I'm sure he would at least, I don't know, I don't want to speak for him. I feel like he would be open, given how long he worked for Lego, to at least taking the call. I think he actually could be a really good person to do Ninjago, because he did write the Ninjago graphic novels. And the multiverse was introduced in those graphic novels, because he loves the multiverse. That is the one thing about Greg Farsi. He does love his multiverse. But in Bionicle, the multiverse stories he wrote for Bionicle were actually really good. And they were actually really cool. And then they came back and affected the plot, because they brought back like the good versions of the main bad guy and the bad versions of the good guy, and they all joined the fight, and it was awesome. So I think he could cook. Guaranteed we will enter the multiverse immediately if he is the writer. But my sleeper pick is get the guy who wrote the Bionicle story to write Ninjago.
There we
Yeah, because
go.
Bionicle ended really well, right? We were really happy that franchise ended.
No, well,
right?
well, the ending of Bionicle was a good ending, and then Lego told him he could continue the story canonically on Lego.com, and he did for a year. And then after a year, they were like, "We don't want to pay you to do this anymore," so he just had to stop. And he legally could not write more because they were like, "We don't want to pay the lawyers to review your stories to make sure that they're okay to post on Lego.com." That is why the Bionicle ending got cooked. It was not his fault. They told him he could keep writing it.
Fair enough. Comic-Con stuff. Anything else that we need to talk about?
Frohickey minifigure heavily. Quick one was Frohickey minifigure. They were like, someone asked, "Are we getting him?" And the product guy said, "Guess you're gonna have to keep watching." But his answer to like a Ninjago CMF was like, "No." So I think that we're almost certainly gonna get a Frohickey minifigure based on how he responded.
So let me guess here. I could tell you.
It's like what, next year's Ninjago City? I'm sure they would do it. That's the one he's in.
I was quickly looking
You
at
mean
the
next year's Old Town expansion.
Ah, yes.
Hey, I'll take either of those. If you throw Lee behind it, I'll buy it.
Yep.
Maybe Destiny's Bounty.
Yeah, maybe. Or if they do a new monastery or something. But I'm excited for
Smart Frohickey.
Dude, smart Frohickey. You have to be smart. No, there's no actual Ninjago City rumors. I'm sure we're getting a big set, though.
We get D2Cs every year for Ninjago now, so I'm sure we're getting something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I mean by the next Ninjago City. It's like whatever Old Town expansion, Ninjago City, something. The next D2C, I'm sure he's going to be in.
I didn't even clock that. It's been 4 years in a row now that we've gotten a D2C. That's great, because Ninjago did not used to be one of those themes, but now everything is like that. So
yes,
because if you
the Ninjago ones are actually good, so it's okay.
Yes.
I will say, like, Ninjago's leaks for January or rumors for January don't make it sound like. Yeah, don't look like a D2C, but I also think we're getting a lot of D2Cs in August.
We've never had a January D2C for Ninjago. It's always
Other than Old Town.
Yeah.
Old Town and Ninjago. Okay, I take it back. But
so
they've also had.
It's usually March summer. It is usually March or
August. Yeah.
So all I'm saying is we're going to have a little bit before we start seeing those rumors come in, which is fine.
I mean, I'm sure. Maybe we will. Maybe we will, because that actually was a location under attack by the evil ninjas. So we genuinely might. And Frohickey would make sense in the Crossroads, actually. That would make a lot of sense to put him at his stall. But I don't know. Like, I think I'm excited. I'm sure we're getting Source Dragon Ryu as a set. I'm sure we're getting Raz's Master as a set, and that's all going to be Summer Wave. So I guess we got that to look forward to.
So
DuskFall theory. I'm just going to throw this out here. It's probably wrong, but Master Evo is Zane.
Who's Master Evo?
Great. The sensei guy in the sets.
The sensei who's also the ice character, which is interesting. Oh, I did want to talk about one more thing, DuskFall.
Which set does he come in?
The $100 one.
The bad one.
Oh, the dragon skull one?
Yeah. So I did want to talk about how much time do you think has passed between main series, between Kai and Nia's death and DuskFall, because I'm very confused about whatever the trailer is implying. Because, like, the city, obviously it's 2D anime now, but looks very similar. The NGTV news building has the same exact logo. So to me, it looks less like far future and more like next generation. But then Kai's like mech gets covered in moss and gets like withered, so that implies more time has passed. So I'm very confused about like how much time has passed here between.
I think the exact time is for Kai's mech to get covered in moss and get like damage, which I'm thinking is at least like 100 years, maybe 200.
Right, but that's why I confuse. Like, why? What is NGTV News just that strong of a brand that they don't change their logo in 200 years?
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, like,
dude, they have Gail Gossip. Gail Gossip has a lot of fans.
They already started cloning Gail Gossip so that she can always.
She's pink now. Did you see that? They got the pink reporter now.
Yeah.
Well, that's like a gecko, right? That's a gecko because it has the pointy ears. That's cool.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's pretty neat. I think that it's a lot of time. I think it's a serious amount of time because they're also going to have to explain where Aaron, Sorafrak, Wildfire are, right? Like that crew.
You think they're going to explain that?
No, they're not.
No. Well, that's the point. That's the point. They're not going to explain that because it's going to be so far in the future that no one's going to be talking about them. If it was anywhere close to present time, they would have to explain that.
No,
I can't wait to see the next Master of Quake. But it's not it is like it's at least like 40 years for the Kainia story because they're old.
That's where it's going to start, and then I think it's going to go like 100 years in the future after that.
But see, I think it might just be like an additional 15 after that, where it's like the ninja are dead. They've been dead for a while, but it's like the world.
Where the hell is Frack? Where is my boy?
Know, man.
Where's my boy?
He's wherever the throne.
He doesn't like the suit. I still am but it's all super high tech. Also, what is going on with the Ultra Dragon being back? Like, I think it has to be far future. That is the only thing that makes sense to me.
And maybe it's just selective editing in the trailer, but the dialogue they're using, like, almost makes it sound like Kai and Nia fail at their mission, so then it's the Jin's job to finish it. Well, then also the character that's probably Cole is fighting the Oni. So are the Oni just like reigning for 100 years? Maybe. I guess maybe. And they're like,
maybe, yeah.
You can stick around.
It might not be that the Oni are the Oni could for 100 years they could be infiltrating society.
Well, yeah, that's right. Wait, the Oni are shapeshifter. They can finally actually handle the Oni shapeshifting thing.
Maybe they'll do that.
Let Archives cook. Let Archives cook.
All I'm saying is,
ironically, let Archives cook.
Think Secret Wars with Skrulls for Marvel, where they're infiltrating the world so people don't know. So my point is maybe what's going on here.
I've always said I wanted them to do a shape-shifting story with the Oni. My biggest disappointment with March of the Oni was that they didn't handle the shape-shifting power, which was like one of the major powers they had. And it was all around the season where it was like Jay and Nia's relationship was at the highlights, so they could have had one have to figure out. Anyway, whatever. I don't want to talk about March of the Oni, man. I'm going to be annoyed. But they could finally do it for DuskFall because like that could be a really cool plot that the Oni are have infiltrated society. I
think this is a real
gossip.
Right there.
The Oni confirmed. The Oni are the Viltrumites. That's correct. Dude, Invincible.
I hope they have more frames in their animation than the Viltrumites do.
My point is, though, with all of this, I think that maybe we'll see like the Oni, they've started to fight the Oni, and then it's just kind of keeps getting more and more out of control. Yeah, they're kind of beating them. Like that character that we think is Cole was fighting them, and then like he gets killed off, and then years later, more Oni, and it's like they're still just trying to figure out what's going on there. Because the merged lands, one of the things we haven't seen yet is the Oni from the first land, and it's just been the dragon forms. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it'd be interesting. We've seen Devonians, but we haven't seen the Oni, and that's because presumably the Oni were all killed at the end of season 10. But I think actually a really cool twist would for them to reveal like, oh, we didn't actually get rid of the Oni in season 10. They just got defeated, and they all like shapeshifted and like disappeared during the tornado creation scene, and they've been hiding in Ninjago this whole time, like biding their time. I think that could be a cool
Oni
reveal.
This entire time. She died in March of the Oni.
Secret invasion.
However,
Lloyd's been an Oni this entire time because he died in March of the Oni by the door falling on him.
Good. No. Finally, one of the main ninjas dead. I don't care which one. Start killing them off. Maybe this is gonna be my favorite Ninjago series thing, just because all the ninja are gonna die, and I'm gonna be like every time firing off firecrackers and like. I have no issue with any of the main ninja dying. It would be sad, but after crystallized, they're all dead to me. So not crystallized. Yes, after crystallized, actually. I will say I'm looking through the sets for DuskFall, and I do love these minifigures. I haven't taken as close a look yet at these minifigures. I'm so mad that they're all hidden behind over $100 sets because I want that Nate figure.
Would you like to purchase some from me, Brad's Archives? Because I have to buy 2 copies of the Twin Titan mechs because I want to have the extra. Oh wait, no, I'm not selling the minifigs because I want to have extras of the minifigs so I can have Jin and Myra in the mech suits and Kai and Nia in the mech suits.
Oh, well,
never mind.
Got my hopes up for a second, but never mind.
Yeah. You can purchase the extra Oni. I don't need two of them.
I will say any extra Oni you want to get rid of, let me know because I do want to army build them.
This is probably part of a much larger conversation, but I think it's absolutely crazy that we're in a spot where I'm talking about $100 set and I'm calling it the little one.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the small one of the way. The $100 set.
It's also the bad one. I maintain it's also the bad one.
I will say there's 3 sets in this line, and 2 of them are the bad ones, and there's 1 good one, and I'll stick by that.
Yeah, I think Ultra Dragon is a good build. But
I think all of them are good builds. Like I think they're all well made, but only one I actually really care about, and that's the Titan mechs. That's how I feel. The Devourer also just makes me angry when I think about it. It's like objectively a good set. My other thing is,
dude, General Makia got busy.
After seeing the trailer, it drives me crazy that the Devourer is like 4 times the Ultra Dragon size in the trailer, but then in the set, it's this tiny little head on the ground, and the dragon's huge. Like,
well, do you remember the originals?
Yes, I know, but like, it's so many years later, they have the chance to fix that. Because even if it was the DuskFall version, if we got a big Devourer build, I would still probably love that set. But
dude, it's a villain build, man. Give it up, man. It's a villain build. You're never gonna see it.
It would be so cool to have a big snake. It would be so cool.
Best villain build. Best villain build.
It's a villain build, dude. Just give it up. Give it up, man. It's over. We're never getting a big villain build. It's so over.
So someone asked like the Dragon Blade one. That's the small one.
Also, we did just get a super chat. Thank you so much to Isaac Lego DJI. Even if part 2 leaked and you can't watch it because you're waiting for the Swedish dub. That's true because the part 2 only released in English, I think. So there's a lot of regions that didn't see it yet.
I will say
thank you as well for the super
chat.
chat.
I'm glad the last few leaks have been in English and not in like German like it normally is because that's
been rough.
Because I will watch leaks. I will not watch. Oh, did my camera die? My camera died. Awesome.
Yeah.
I will not watch leaks if they're not in English because my logic, I don't watch much anime, but if it was anime, it would be another story. But my logic is I don't want to watch something translated twice because you lose so much of the original content.
Yes.
Translated once is fine, but I don't want to watch something that was written in English, translated to German, and then translated back in English because then you're not getting the real experience of the show. So I would never watch the German leaks. So
I've never had that level of self-control.
It's in the language it was written in. That's why I prefer it to leak in that way. And then selfishly, it's also much easier for me to understand it.
That's fair. I will say I have watched every leak when it's come out. I think I watched Hands of Time in Chinese, or something. I don't remember what language it was in when it leaked, but I was like, oh man, what is going on here?
When I was 9
watched it out of
old,
order.
And when I was 9 years old and season 1 was airing, I used to watch the episodes in Spanish the night before they aired because people would post them to YouTube in Spanish the day before. And then we'd all go to school and be like, I wonder what they were saying in that scene because I couldn't tell.
Oh, I did that for season 4 because season 4 leaked in Korean, and so I got my my Korean friend at the time, and I was like, "Hey, can you ask your mom what the scene is saying?" And then she was like, "Yeah, it says good job, my daughter." And I was like, "Oh my god, what a twist!"
I remember the Kai's True Potential episode from season 1, where like the lava's falling down and Lloyd's like stuck on the rocks. He shouts out for Garmadon, but in Spanish he goes like "Papa!" And when I was a kid, that was the funniest thing ever. Me and all my friends were just saying that for like the next month.
That's so awesome.
I feel like
man.
That here, Hands of Time in a different language sounds so peak. I think that's the only way to watch Hands of Time because at least it makes the writing sound good.
Well, Hands of Time was in English. It was in really bad quality. Like it was the worst camera rip I've ever seen. So there was like 2 years where I didn't know if I liked Hands of Time because like it was so bad. I'm like, yeah, I think that was all right. And then when I finally went back and rewatched it in HD, I went, oh, that season's not very good, is it?
All right. Is there
I always go back and watch it in the full quality the second it's released if I had to watch a leak.
I still don't think I've watched Master of the Mountain in order.
I did not watch Master of the Mountain in order until it came out in HD because so archives, for context, Master of the Mountain leaked like out of order. So we had to watch like all the episodes out of order and it sucked. And we all watched it out of order. And then many people just didn't bother to rewatch.
Someone got access to all the episodes and they released the finale first. So it was Albrecht Studios. Boo.
Boo.
And he released the finale first for views. So
yes.
Why would you? That's okay.
Yeah. So we are be lucky that you're a Ninjago fan now and not the time that we were watching, man.
Yeah.
We've had rough views.
I wouldn't have kept watching it.
So I think that's all the Ninjago news, but there was lots of other stuff revealed at Comic-Con.
Yes. Was that all the Ninjago news? Let me look on my my awesome Twitter account and check.
Yes. There's the canon scene reading, which was if you guys have not watched the actual like footage of that, I would recommend. It's very cute. I enjoyed it a lot, and it confirms Skylar and Kai are like actually dating, which is crazy. That's where that's finally been confirmed. Is Quest for the Lost Powers and then this are the only places they've canonically been dating, but both are canon. So
yeah, and Misako is around. She's doing okay. She's alive, but Lloyd has been ignoring her requests to drink tea, which is very rude of him.
And Dareth is an OG Ninjago fan who writes hate mail to Sora. She's
Dareth writes hate mail to the new ninja because he doesn't think they're real ninja.
Wait,
that
hold
is
on.
canon.
Where is this coming? Where is this from?
It was a live canon Ninjago scene reading at Comic-Con, so all the actors like they were opening like mail, and that was like it's canon to the show, and it was happening between season 4, part 1 and 2. And one of the mail that like pieces that's opened up is Sora opens it up, and Dareth's like, "You're not a real ninja. Like, what kind of power is technology? You're not." Dareth is actually an OG Ninjago LARPer.
Oh my gosh! You know
they
what?
also reveal Wu was present for Lloyd's birth, which is. I don't think that's news. I think that's pretty up. That was like I'm not surprised by that, but that was sweet.
And they make fun of the whole idea that like Misako sent Lloyd to a boarding school for bad boys, which it's funny to see that addressed in a canon piece of media because like it's always been one of those things that like clearly they just didn't think about it, but it's really funny when you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that was like Tommy Andreasen or Hageman Brothers nonsense back when they weren't taking Ninjago seriously.
Yeah.
Sam Vincent also spoke in character, and I don't know if this was canon or not, but he was speaking as Lloyd, and he was like, I get a lot of questions from people of who I want to be with, Akita or Harumi. And then he didn't answer it. But he talked about it as Lloyd. He says Garmadon's working with Christopher now, so I guess that maybe implies Garmadon's okay post-merge, and like to some extent they're in contact. He also said my Draconis form, so that name is canon now, Sean.
No, I will accept that. It's canon now.
Yes, that name is canon. Sam Vincent literally said it as Lloyd.
Every single piece of marketing says dragon form, but...
Yes, but even Doc was like, dragon form is stupid. They went back and forth on it a lot because it's the same name as the crystallized thing.
Yeah. No, that's golden dragon form, and it's different.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me. 3 times, not happening. That is a baller quote regarding his dating life. Duckbricks could learn a thing or two. What else did we learn? They're prepping for the 20th anniversary already, which is crazy, but I guess that is like confirmed Ninjago is lasting another 5 years, unless something goes wrong.
Was for the IP, and they're like, "Oh god, we gotta actually plan something." Because I mean, this year was great. Don't get me wrong.
This was pretty last minute as well. I think like Legacy wasn't supposed to come back until like a very last minute decision. Like,
no, my understanding is they had the 50th anniversary sets planned. The Legacy branding was what was last.
Yes, Lee clarified that in his Instagram comments. I think because it was not immediately obvious to us what they meant by that.
Yes.
But yeah, that was interesting.
All the sets were always on the... Well, I don't know about the X1. I have no idea what they thought of that, but whatever. But at least the January sets were on the table from the beginning, and they just did not know they were going to be calling them Legacy until like right before release.
Yes. Zontafo says, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the podcast here. Question, have you guys tried watching the Unikitty show? I think it's underrated. I actually have seen it. It was okay. Have you guys seen it?
I have not.
I'm its number one fan. I got posters on my wall back there.
Yeah. There you go.
Totally watched it. I've never touched it.
I have seen, I think, every Lego show, because I've seen the Friends shows, I've seen Galador, I've seen Unikitty, I've seen Chima Nexonites, I've seen Edward and Friends. I think and Hero Factory. Yeah, I think I've seen all of them.
Speaking of weird timeline things, it could be Ninjago could have it worse because Friends in the reboot accidentally confirmed that like one of the original Friends was a teen mom. So
yes. Thank you, Bricks My Mind for elaborating on that. That was really when you met Christian Faber, because he was involved in Friends, you told him this and he was like, what are you talking about?
Well, that was new info to me.
That was the first thing you told Christian Faber.
I don't think it was the first thing, but it was.
I think it was one of the very first things you said to him, and he was like, what is he talking about?
Well, because
then Christian Faber told you the origin of Heart Lake City, which I will tell after you tell this story.
Yes. For those who don't know the lore, and I've not seen the show, so I might have this a little bit wrong, but my understanding is one of the Friends like new cast characters is Autumn, who's the daughter of Mia from the original Friends show. And Mia in the first season was the only original friend who came back. But over time, just like Dragon's Rising, they brought back all the original friends as adults. And
just like Dragon's Rising.
I think when Andrea comes back, Mia says like, "Oh, I remember seeing you when I was a kid." But like the original Friends show ends implying that like they're all going off to different places in the world and they're not going to see each other until they reunite in this new show. So, and I might have some of the details wrong, but the implication that Autumn knows Andrea means that Autumn was born in the original Friends finale when they were still graduating high school. So
that is evil.
This is the thing, is we take Lego lore way too seriously and we look at it too closely, and it's just like
yes, because they definitely did not look at that correctly.
Yeah, because you look at it, you're just like, we analyze this way more than Lego ever thinks about these shows at times.
Yes. Where's the special thing after the super chat? That will be implemented in next stream. We could not get it to work.
Well, it's also only set up for the Bricks by Mind channel as well, so DuckBricks will need to set it up separately.
I'll set it up separately. Yes. So this one, so you know the origin of Heart Lake City. Christian Faber was explaining that the reason why Heart Lake City is called that is because the heart shaped like a lake. Originally, it was a medieval fantasy world, and this was one of the early. I think it's fine to talk about. So they were considering making a lot of other Lego mini doll themes, and one of them was elves, obviously, which came out. But there were a ton of other directions they were considering, and one of them was like castle but for girls. So it was like a mini doll castle theme, and it was gonna castle but for girls. That was the pitch. Those are not my words. Those are the words of the people in Denmark making the pitch. It was Lego Castle, but for girls. And the idea was that they were going to explore the origins of Heart Lake City. And the origin is that there was like, I don't remember the exact story because he told me this like a few years ago, but it was like a knight and he was trying to pursue this maiden, but she didn't want him or something. And she fled to the cave to flee from him, and he chased her into the cave and killed her and cut her heart out as revenge for her not wanting to marry him. And then because he cut her heart out, he buried it in the cave by this like bay, and then that turned into the Heart Lake at the center of Heart Lake City, and that was the like whole idea behind it, where it's like the lake is shaped like a heart, but the legend behind that is because there was this like vengeful suitor. And that was like the inciting incident of the Lego Castle, but for girls theme.
Okay. All right. Wow.
And that's why it's Heart Lake City. The more you know.
That could have been so many easier ways to get to that title. I'm sorry, but so many.
I am also relaying a story that Christian Faber told me from 2 years ago.
I was there for that. It was in the McDonald's at 2 in the morning.
It was at 2 in the morning. But it was the cutting the heart out thing. That was the story.
That sounds right. I remember it was something Fantasy Knights Cave Love, but that's about all I remember.
Yes. It was. I know it was because he cut her heart out. That is the one detail I actually remember.
It's insane.
Can we talk about the other reveals that are not Ninjago? Because I do want to discuss some of those.
Yes. We are doomed. At the end of this day, I will be the victor.
Oh,
it will take a secret war to stop me. Oh, what other reveals are you talking about?
Shrek CMF.
I want to talk about the. If we're talking about, I'll talk about those with you guys. Here, I'll pull them up.
All right, let's dock in. Brad, dock us into the Shrek CMF.
I got you guys.
For those who don't know, I love Shrek. Shrek was like my favorite media ever as a kid. Puss in Boots is probably my favorite character from anything ever. So I've been looking forward to this one.
What is Bricks My Mind talking about?
I love Puss in Boots. Like, he was the coolest character ever when I was like, that was the best character ever, and I still love him. And the only reason I bought the set is because it came with the Puss in Boots minifigure.
Oh, you bought the display slop set.
I do like it. It's fine. And honestly, seeing to see about kind of glad I got it. But anyway.
Brad's archives, you're slacking. Where's the image?
Give me a second. I was trying to pull it up and I realized if I shared my screen, it was gonna show my entire like full name out of the Lego account. And I'm just like, Lego.
Dude, I've doxed myself so many times from that. That's like anyone who knows my last name, it's either from the Duck Bricks video or from me doxing myself when I open Lego.com.
What Duck Bricks video had your last name in it?
The one we went to the minifigure factory and I got a brick printed with my last name on it. Which that's not your fault for the right. I should have said something in the moment because I was getting it printed, but I realized that I clicked on the video and all the comments were like, "Wait, is that mine's full name?" And I was like, "Uh-oh, I should text him."
Oh, and then I blurred it out, so it's okay.
Yes, yeah, it's gone now, which is why I will not be bringing it up.
I remember that.
Okay. All right. I want to talk about this because you're a massive Shrek fan. I'm a massive fantasy fan. And I'm gonna say this. This is one of the stupidest CMF waves that we have gotten, and maybe one of the worst licensed CMF waves.
It has got to be. This has got to be the worst CMF. I'm so with you. I hate the CMF wave. I hate the CMF wave.
Why does he look so bad? It looks so bad.
Well, and also we know from
so bad.
We also know we are getting the Hagrid style Shrek. Oh well, Sean doesn't know that. Never mind. We'll move on from that.
My channel, so I don't hear.
He didn't hear anything. He's experiencing a merge quick right now. But we are getting him as a minifigure for the CMF. So here's my thing about Shrek, right?
Yeah.
This is emblematic of my entire problem with how Lego handles IPs nowadays. If Shrek as an IP came out a few years back, it would have had a full theme line. We would have gotten probably all these characters, but in sets, and it would have been great. Like, it would have been fine. Like, that's what we want for a Lego theme. And we would have gotten actual play sets. Lego doesn't do actual play sets anymore, like for original themes, or at least not to launch them, because they're all focused on the 18 plus and the whatever. So to launch the theme, we get 18 plus disgusting statue where you can't move Shrek's arm because it's permanently attached to Donkey. And if you remove his arm from Donkey, then Donkey has like a hole missing from the side of his body. And we have the CMF. The point is the CMF took a slot of what could have been literally anything else. Right? It literally could have been anything else and it would have been more interesting, because as much as I love Shrek, I feel like Shrek as a franchise does not lend itself well to needing a collectible minifig series. No. Like, due to the nature of the way it's animated, a lot of the animated designs are very simple. You don't need to go crazy with arm printing. You don't need to go crazy with extremely molded components, which I guess for some of the heads you do, but especially the torso printing and designs, like things that collectible minifigures are known for, you don't need to do that for Shrek. And that's why when you look at these minifigures, the designs are really boring and they're really basic, because they are I think for the most part, a lot of them are genuinely decent representations of the characters, but we did not need a CMF for that. And the budget for a CMF could have been spent on anything else, literally anything else. Granted, we have a rumor next year of, we all know what the CMF is next. I'm not going to talk about that, actually. That's not public information. But I think it could be spent anywhere else.
I don't even know what it is. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I'll text you after this, Sean. But yeah, it could have been anything else. That's all I'm saying. Go on.
I'll let Sean talk, and then I would like to talk more about things that I feel about this one.
So, as I just said, I'm a very big Shrek fan. And as a very big Shrek fan, I'm quite excited for this. I think it looks terrible. I'm excited. Like, I'm glad this exists in some form, but what is there to even say? The proportions on Shrek and Fiona are really weird. Puss in Boots is better in the set, so I'm glad I bought the set. I like that we have the alternate expression form here, though. Donkey, why is he like so short? They like squished him. It's bizarre. Sorry, go.
You know why he's so short, Sean? It's so he can be a CMF accessory.
Next year, CMF is the leg ends of Chima CMF. I would much rather that than the Shrek CMF.
I would.
That's how bad this is.
Are you kidding me? I would absolutely have Chima CMF or Wildness CMF over Shrek CMF.
Yes,
absolutely,
100%.
But go on.
Let me just go. Fairy Godmother looks good. That no notes. Pinocchio's good. No notes. Gingy is like should have been an accessory, but like he's fine, I guess.
And he is going to be one, so it's fine.
The 3 blind mice are accessories for 3 different minifigures, which is really funny.
So dumb. Which is so
okay.
Dumb.
Okay.
I will get
I think that.
Let's let Sean finish his thoughts, and then I get my turn to go off.
So
right?
I wouldn't be against it if they had different printing because they all look like give them different expressions, but they're all the exact same print as well, which is bizarre. Can I see the grip shot again? Okay, the funniest one is Dragon. Dragon is the funniest one. Why is that a minifigure? That is a huge creature in the movies. Why? Never has she had those proportions. Never has she been anthropomorphized like that. I don't get it. The Executioner is a really weird choice. I don't even remember where he's from.
He's from the first movie. Really he's super like popular from the first movie. Number 3, my lord. Number 3.
See, so when I said a huge Shrek,
didn't you just say Shrek were your favorite movies, man?
Yeah,
Shrek 2 specifically.
Oh, because okay, then you didn't have a childhood because Shrek 1 is
Shrek 2 is the greatest movie ever made. To be fair, I like Shrek 1 as well, but I've watched Shrek 2 legitimately probably 100 times. I would, as a kid, we would be like driving to vacation and we'd have one of those little mini DVD players, and I would just watch Shrek 2 over and over and over again.
That was me with Clutch Powers.
Yeah, Merlin I don't care for.
Why? No, I'm just saying, why is he even in there? Like that's
no, I don't know. What's his name? Rumpelstiltskin from 4 is also weird.
Rumpelstiltskin isn't even in here, but I'd rather him. He's
right. That's what I'm saying. Is the fact that he's not in here is weird. The Prince Charming I think is good. Farquaad's good. Yeah, I don't know. It's the main characters look really bad, and that's the biggest thing. And bizarre choices. I'm hyped though. I can't wait to buy them all, but it's rough.
Okay,
bro thinks he's Duck Bricks. This looks awful. I can't wait to buy it.
I am buying some just for parts. And the thing is, I was really excited about this wave because I was like, "Oh, this guy has such great fantasy parts." I will say, Prince Charming is one I'm going to be buying up a bunch of because he has so many great arm printing, torso printing, and leg printing for custom castle figures. Farquaad
just don't get 40 or you're going to get canceled.
I'm actually going for 100. I'm going to try to beat out my CMF Orc one of 70.
You got 70 CMF Orcs?
Yeah, 75, something like that.
75 CMF Orcs? Man, nobody can be cooking me for the Castle GWP, bro.
No one should be. That's a whole different discussion. So those 2 figures, I like the Executioner's parts too. Like honestly, some Fright Night stuff I could see being done with that. And Shrek's legs. But genuinely, like again, there's parts I look at and I'm like, hey, as a Castle fan or fantasy fan, I'm excited to use these. But
yeah, you're DuskFall.
Yeah.
No one was actually talking about the camera. They were only just saying his DuskFall, so I didn't know what they were saying.
All I'm saying is, like Shrek, the main character, the one that's like, his head looks so bad that I want to actively throw up every time I see it. I'm just saying, I don't like the CMF wave at all. And the 3 blind mice thing is like, the great thing about CMFs is you don't always want the figure, but maybe their accessory, like a baby dragon or like this other thing. And the fact that 3 of the accessories in this week are some of the worst I've ever seen, I feel like some of them don't have really any accessories.
I like the magic mirror. That's a fun
That's
one.
cool. Again, there's a couple really good ones. and the rest of them are just trash. And the fact that 3 of them are the same, it's not that I can't just go like, I'm like, okay, if I want 3 blind mice, I should just buy 3 of a figure to get 3 blind mice. But why 3 blind mice are not even that important where I should want to go get all 3 from 12. I'm sorry. I hate this wave so much. And I genuinely think that it is one of the worst CMF waves. And Dragon looks awful. So
why is she a mini? Like, I want to know why did it like, because it could have, I guess they just don't want to do sets, and that's what it is. But like, then just don't do the character. I would personally, I don't, would there be a single person who, if she wasn't in the CMF, would have gone, they should have put Dragon in the CMF?
No,
like, no one would expect that because she's not a minifigure.
Look, this is actually how Dragon and Donkey had their kids.
Yeah, clearly, yeah. Well, it makes more sense. Though Donkey is so short. Why is he so tiny?
So he can be an accessory.
Why wasn't Donkey his own character in a way? Like it makes no sense. It just makes no sense, this entire scene. I'm sorry, I'm getting so worked up, but I just genuinely
Dragon's likely there because it's a female character. That's actually
so true.
Oh,
that is so true.
Probably true. Yep.
Yeah.
Because CMF gender ratio is maintained.
And then like gender ambiguous wolf.
Gender ambiguous wolf. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the right way to refer to that character is. I don't think you adding that counts as adding a female character, though.
No. Usually they try to do half and half, and this is definitely not even.
Yeah, well, but it's like the same as Petunia Pig in Looney Tunes, where it's like, is that the #1 character you should have added? No, but you kind of have to have it so that you have female characters in the series.
But at least Petunia Pig made more sense. Like, I don't know. I feel like there were other female characters that they could have done that would have been such better picks. I can't think of them off the top of my head.
Fiona's mother and her like dying frog husband as an accessory.
Yeah,
that would actually be really funny. That would have been really funny,
and that would have been an amazing figure too. Like, genuinely, that would be an amazing fantasy figure.
Yeah.
I hate this.
If you had to do a dragon, they could have done like one of the baby dragon hybrids.
Yes, and
then it would have been figure sized. Like, and then you could have collected multiples so you could have all the kids. Like, I think that would have made more sense if you need to represent the dragon in some form.
I think it would have been. You could have a donkey as the figure, and then that is the accessory. And I also think something that they got screwed on is there's so many figures in this that have specialized molded heads and parts that they had to make so many new parts that they just got screwed. The budget just for this got destroyed.
Absolutely. It was the molded things took away from the budget, but also like, even if they had more budget, like what would they even do with it? Because you don't really need arm printing. I just maintain like, will somebody get this license slop out of here? Like it's like, it's ridiculous. They should have just done sets. They should have done a whole wave of sets. I know we're getting Shrek Swamp, and I know we're getting like buildable Gingy. That's not even a set. Like that's not a play set though. We're getting like one play set.
This would have been awesome.
I don't know, man.
Actually, if they'd done Puss in Boots figures, they could have also done Kitty Soft.
Death.
Yeah, been another female character, which I would have been more than happy with.
Yeah,
I would have loved to see Death as a minifigure. I would have totally that would have been the one I was actually excited for.
Can we highlight Find the Blind Mice, Set Me Free, and yes, I will grant you the castle you want.
Find the blind mice, set me free, and yes, I will grant you the castle you desire.
I hate this wave. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. And I want them to burn. Just burn.
I dislike them. I don't even think they're that bad as figures. I just dislike the concept of them and not getting a wave of sets when this is like this could have been a great wave of sets.
How well do we think?
Also, I think with Shrek and Fiona, they're not a high chance, but there's a chance they look better in hand because Lego's renders have been very bad recently, and I think there's a chance this is making them look worse than they are. But
I don't know, man. I saw them in hand at Comic-Con, and I was
you did? That's true. That's true.
I did see them in hand, and they look like that.
So, question: I think these are actually not going to sell that great because people are going to buy their one wave. The castle fans will go kind of ham just to get the cool parts that they want for fantasy figures. but I don't think in general that this wave will sell well.
I have a video of them in hand. I'll play that on the screen if I can, so we can see it. I also don't think this wave will. Well, I don't know. It's a first set Shrek minifigs, but yeah.
I think it will do better than some other CMF. Like, I think it's doing better than Looney Tunes did. I would say.
Do you think better than F1?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Yes, by a lot, for sure. Absolutely. But hey, don't forget, we're getting F1. We're getting F1 Series 2 next year.
I'd even wager probably better than Muppets.
Really? Muppets is just so bad.
Oh, that's not showing up great at all. But that's my video I took of them in person.
Oh, Fiona looks rough. Fiona looks really bad.
Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can like actually make this larger on the screen.
Full screen it.
How do I do that?
Oh shoot, we have an overlay.
We can take the overlay off.
Yeah, take the overlay off.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay, perfect. Yeah, here's our video.
That Shrek and Fiona just so bad.
Fiona especially is really
Puss
bad.
doesn't look as bad, I will say.
Fiona looks really bad. Shrek, the face just doesn't look right to me.
No.
Dragon. Oh, we can make non-mutated tier though with the dark red dragon wings.
Yeah, so that's exciting.
It's going to be cool for Ninjago fans.
Wait, what are the? Oh, wait, what are the dragon rides in?
Those are the dark red dragonian wings.
Oh yeah, honestly, that's
like
the
unmutated dragonian.
Yeah, that's the one part of the figure that was like, oh, it's actually kind of cool. Some people were saying Dragonborns with that dragon head, but
yeah, I don't know.
I agree.
The dragon head isn't great. Yeah, those are the figures.
I do love that
because they're animated. I think he's good, but it's like because it's animated style, it matches the movie. But I don't think it's that useful outside of the Shrek CMF because the printing is so simplified on the torso.
The Prince Charming?
Yeah, I think so.
I
Can
disagree.
we put us back? I don't know how to do this. Oh, here. Okay. Yeah, got it.
I was looking at him, and I think personally, it would look great for like fantasy era Crown Knights prints.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about the torso.
I can see that.
Legs.
Yeah. That's fair.
One thing I will say is I feel like licensed CMF have been just kind of rough for a while.
Yes.
Like
the Marvel ones are actually really good. All the Marvel ones are
2,
amazing.
though, is like, I don't know. Marvel 2 is not that great.
12 Spider-Man. Because we need more Spider-Man.
They're all great minifigures, though. They're all amazing minis. Like
I forgot about Marvel 3. Wow, I
think Marvel 2 and Spider-Verse are super good. I actually really like it.
I like Spider-Verse, but actually I feel the same way about Spider-Verse, Brad, that you were saying about this one, where it's like those pieces, aside from a select few, like Cowboy Spider-Man's poncho, like are not useful for anything outside of the context of that series. It's good at what it wants to be, but if you don't care about that, and then there's no variety either. It's like even Marvel 1, like the fact that Marvel 1 had like 5 different Captain America variants is insane.
Oh god, that was so
That
bad.
was very funny. Okay, that was
yeah.
But it also like I think the minifigure quality of any of the 3 Marvel ones were way better than the minifigure quality of these. I agree that the choices of characters could have been better, and I think that the like parts are not very useful out of it. I agree with that. But I will say that the quality of the minifigures were like leagues better than the Shrek CMF by a lot.
Yeah. Well, okay, hold up. So in the last few IPs, we got the D&D ones, which is some of the best CMFs we've
D&D was awesome. D&D was awesome.
And I'm not just saying that
a Lego. No, that was also just a Lego Castle CMF though. The D&D one was awesome because half of them were just OCs that Lego made up.
But I'm a D&D fan, and I loved it for that. Like, I thought it was really going to be. Yeah. That's and like it had the alternate heads too. Like that was so good.
Yeah.
It was just good figures, in my opinion. 2023 was Disney and Marvel, which Disney was all right, but
I forgot about that series.
Disney had some weird character choices, but I actually think those figures are pretty good.
There are some interesting ones. 2024 2024. Oh, sorry, I already did that. 2022 was.
We have the F1
Muppets.
cars.
Yeah, so Muppets and Looney, I brought those two up because I think those are peak, like, no accessories, parts aren't useful for anything, and they're super simplified. Like, for both of those, I feel like there's a couple of characters that are really interesting, but then if you're not, beyond, like, Kermit and Bugs Bunny, if you're not a fan of the IP, like, a really big fan, you don't care about the rest of the series.
Sure.
And that's where I think those suffered, because, like, listen, if you're a huge Muppet fan, I bet you loved that Muppet CMF. But at the end of the day, Muppets is an IP that hasn't had like major relevance in at least 20 years, or I guess 10.
I don't know. They were just playing at the World Cup, so.
Well, but that's the niche little thing for your parents to get excited. And I know there's a lot of Muppet fans out there, but like, there's a reason why Disney took down the Muppet show at Hollywood Studios.
I don't know, man. The Sabrina Carpenter Muppet special was really good. I watched.
I bet you really like that, man.
I did really like that. I did really like that one. You're getting off?
What? I'm getting off.
For the record, I like the Muppets. I think the Muppets are fun, but I also see why, like, is an 8-year-old kid going and picking up the Muppet CMF and getting hyped about it?
Probably not.
See, you guys aren't experienced enough of just rolling through it. You got to just roll past it.
Brick's My Mind is very trained to roll
Chris
past
pulls this crap on me every time that I'm just like,
I know.
bro.
Listen, if I had less sleep, I might get caught up in it. But you gotta roll past it. This man last week, I can talk about it now. It's past last week. Very first thing he says on the stream, he goes, "Yeah, I'm going to Comic-Con. I'm seeing that new Donkey Kong set, and we're on my channel where you can't say that kind of stuff." And he goes. And see, I'm trying to move past, because if you don't call attention to it, no one may notice. But you go, "Oh no, I wasn't supposed to say that." Then everyone's going to be thinking about how you weren't supposed to say that. So you gotta roll past it when you slip up. Which, by the way, if you go back and watch that episode, I'm freaking out for the first like 3 minutes because I'm like, what? In my mind, I'm like, I don't even know what Donkey Kong said he's talking about. He's got some insider info, and this is a leak. And then it hits me like 5 minutes in. Oh wait, it's the one that I just finished building it because they had sent it to me. It's right here on my desk. I just finished building it the day before, but in my mind, I was thinking Donkey Kong like the Mario character, not Donkey Kong like the classic arcade. So I'm like, that's been found at Target. So mentioning that a Donkey Kong set exists, that's not a leak, so we're okay.
That's why I mentioned it. That's why it was fine.
But then the way you freaked out made me think it was an actual.
For a second, I was worried because I was like, "Oh wait, are we allowed to talk about that or not?" And then Brick's My Mind's reaction made me more worried.
I did not remember the existence of the set. I had just spent like 4 hours building. So I'm like, okay, he just leaked something. It's Nintendo too. Nintendo's gonna get me. I was playing a private stream media, and then once I realized what set it was, and the fact that it was already showing up on store shelves, I was like, oh, okay, I'm fine. It's not a big deal.
Nintendo's gonna get me.
Yeah.
Well, that was also after the like full press kit was also like not leaked, but like I think Target posted it or something. The full press kit. So all the videos were out. That's the only reason why I brought it up. And then I was like, oh, well,
no,
I
you
don't know
brought
what
it
the
up
rules
because
are
you
in
were
land.
just talking. Luckily,
that's true. Ninja.
All right. Anything?
Should we talk about the Doomsday sets?
All awful, terrible sets.
I do not like a single one of them.
I'm so excited for Thunderbolt's Tower.
When this day is over, I will be the victor, and you'll meet your doom. I doom you 3,000.
Are you quoting something? I haven't actually not seen any trailers because I've been trying not to spoil the movie for myself.
No, it's just the Doomsday brain rot. It's literally the Doomsday brain rot. I will be the victor.
I mean, it's very like, I don't know, bad business practice, but like only done to make money that Lego is putting the exclusive arm printing in the bust because they know nobody wants that set otherwise.
Yeah, that's the only figure I want from this lineup because he's gonna make great castle figures.
I think Doom looks really bad. Like everyone's like glazing that figure. I'm like, have you seen the hood? The hood is massive. Why does it look like that?
I'm so excited
to fit over the armor. To fit over the armor.
Yeah, that's why.
And it required that was a very important Lego Marvel budget spend to make a new hood that goes over the armor.
I'm sure it was.
Mold the armor around the hood. The thing is, okay. I was talking to Jonathan about this, Mini Superheroes Today, he thinks these are some of the best Marvel sets we've gotten in years. And I was like, I disagree with that. And then I was like, wait a second. No, he's right. No, he's unfortunately right. These are unfortunately some of the best Marvel sets we've gotten in years, and they also suck. These two statements are both true at once.
I was watching.
By the way, I have photos of them ready. If you want me to share my screen.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see them. I also put out the coverage of them today.
I was watching the Brick Lens video today where he got the new Spider-Man like gray building set and he built it, and I was looking at it in that video. I'm like, is that actually what that set looks like? They really just charged $90 for a gray building, and obviously not what's on screen. It's the Spider-Man one, but yeah, that's so much worse than I had thought it was. Like, how did they release that on shelves for $90?
It's $90, and it's a gray rectangle. Were we not? Was I not with you, like clowning on gray rectangle? I don't know who I was with. I was clowning. Maybe that was with you, Brad. The gray rectangle was like the running joke when it came out with me and like one of the Lego guys, and we were like, "Oh, it's the gray rectangle."
No, I had never looked closely at it. Like stuff pops. Lego releases so much, and actually, that's why this podcast is good because now I'm actually looking at Lego sets again. But if it's not an IP I care about a ton, I just like glance because I just see $90 and I go, I'm not buying it. And then
I feel like we need to get Mini Superheroes today on this podcast because he actually likes that set and thinks it's awesome.
This one?
Dude, the gray building. No, not that one. It's even worse. Brad, do you know which set we're talking about?
Oh, yeah. It's the
Go to Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man versus Hulk Epic Clash.
Epic.
Yep, that one.
Oh my god.
So I was talking to Jonathan about it because he was like, this set's actually really fun and it's a really good build. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, well, the play feature has it blow up, and that's super unique because Marvel sets don't normally get play features. And I think that is very emblematic of the state of Lego Marvel, that it's like, oh my gosh, the wall crumbles. We actually got something, guys. And that's what makes a good set. Because, again, if you think about it, almost all of the other Lego Marvel buildings don't even have something like that. Like, you can't do anything with them. So if you actually want to play, you can connect them together. So if you want to play with a Marvel set, if you are a kid that wants to play with your set, you like literally this is your only option. Like, this is all you have.
Yeah, all these sets look just awful. Like Avengers Tower looks like it doesn't.
Avengers Tower is kind of buns. I don't like it.
How do you feel about Sentinel? Covered on two sides is really funny.
Yeah, for the record, some of the best Marvel figures we have gotten in a long time.
Yes.
But everything else.
Some of them.
Yes, compared to every other Marvel figure that we've gotten recently, yes, they are way better. Way better than every other Marvel figure.
Like, it feels like they saved all their budget for these figures. Like, for the last 3 years.
Yeah,
I agree. Magneto is Magneto and Gandalf fused because they have the same actor, so they combine their designs together for this minifigure. It's cool.
I will say I'm a big fan of the new gray hair with blue like elf ears. As someone who makes a lot of custom fantasy characters.
Yeah, what piece is that? Is that a new mold? Because that implies what piece is that used on before? I'm just trying to place it with the color. Because that's not Harry Potter Goblin. It looks a lot like CMF Elf, but I know it's not that because that's a super old piece.
It feels like the CMF Elf, but I think you might be right. That's a new piece, which if that's Oh.
Can we zoom in on it to see it a little bit more?
Jarvis enhance.
Jarvis enhance.
Jarvis. Hi, Pedro.
Clearly.
Yeah, that's CMF Elf, is it not?
No, it's not CMF Elf. The hair is a little bit different on the sides, but I actually think it's a new mold. I actually think they made a new mold.
Okay, I just had a moment. I think we can talk about this. Yes, because everything I'm about to say has been stuff. You can talk about theories, right?
Yeah.
Sean?
Yes, as long as there's not been things to corroborate.
Well, no.
Please,
so this comes.
Please, Cook Sean. Please go on.
No.
Say it.
It's not my channel, so we have a bit more freedom. But if it gets to a point, I'm going to walk off.
No. This was said during a BDP live stream.
Okay,
so
then it's fine. Then it's fine.
There's the.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's fine. This is totally fine.
Okay. So there's the new Elf BDP set coming out next year, and I mean it's kind of weird that they picked it because we don't have any. Elf here.
Wait, let them cook.
So what if this is a new hairpiece? And I'm not saying it's going to be used for that, but Hunt for Gollum, other Lord of the Rings stuff coming out next year. All I'm saying.
Wait. It totally is made for Lord of the Rings. Dude, no shot Lego Marvel had the budget to give Nightcrawler ears. You're so right. No. Guaranteed this is a Hunt for Gollum thing.
I don't even know if Hunt for Gollum, but some other Lord of the Rings thing or other fantasy
or Lord of the Rings,
thing, or just fantasy in general. Maybe a CMF. I don't know. Something, there's going to be an elf sort of figure that's coming out that could be using this. And I feel like they wouldn't just make this hair mold for him.
Yeah.
They'd probably have just, there's got to be a very specific reason. It's got to be one of those scenarios where it's like, hey, we're making this new mold. Oh, Marvel, we can use this. And that's why we got it.
There's absolutely no shot Lego Marvel had the budget to make a new mold like that. Absolutely no shot. No shot.
Especially with all of these new molds. Look how many new mold printed parts are in this right here.
Well, so 0, but except for the hair.
No, I'm just saying there's a
lot of new printed parts. No new molds.
Tons of new printed parts. They have been burnt. They burned through their budget making these figures. All I'm saying, I don't know. Just to me, I think there's a reason we got this hairpiece. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, that's a really good theory. We're gonna have to get it with yellow ears though. So even if it's for Lord of the Rings with tan ears, they're gonna have to do it again for yellow. But I can see them doing it for like a castle, maybe like a CMF or something, if the piece exists. The Doom hood is new, and I think his armor is new as well. I was saying in that lineup we were looking at.
His armor was just used for the Wapple from One Piece. It was also used for Batman.
Oh, right. Oh, that's that Batman armor. It's the BVS one. Okay. That's why Lego Marvel had to make a new hood. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, which I don't know why they
using the existing armor piece.
Now,
Dude,
I
love Lego Marvel.
I will say, a lot of the old hood doesn't work with a lot of armor pieces that we have, so it kind of.
And the new one is designed to work with armor. Yeah.
Yes, I'm guessing it'll work with all the different armors we have. Or not all, but like
a lot of them. Yeah.
So.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm excited for another dark green hood. So,
yeah, I mean, for you, that's great. Like for everyone else, it's like, man, why'd you spend your money on that Lego Marvel?
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, for you, I get that. That's great. That's Doomsday. I'm about to go and see Spider-Man Brand New Day. The movie starts in 20 minutes. It'll take me 10 minutes to get to the theater, but I have trailers,
so we should probably end.
I am nearing the end. Speaking of Marvel, what else was revealed? Oh, they revealed the Star Trek bridge. Does anybody care about that?
No.
Like, do we even
I've got a friend who really cares about it, but that's not me. So
yeah.
The fact that it looks
great.
$200 for that set.
Is it really?
This is
$200? No, I saw it in person, bro.
I assumed that was like 120 max.
No.
Yeah.
200. And there's a lot of new parts.
Lego. I will say, so we were talking about with Shrek, like a couple years ago, they would have made a play theme. Star Trek's the one where I'm like, no, it makes sense to be 18 plus because like no kid has ever cared about this IP in the past like 15 years.
Yeah.
Yes, that's fair.
This is your audience right here. Wait. Let me go down to get the picture. This is your audience.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Like there's a lot of cool new printed parts. I think they have like a new phaser mold for it in one of the photos.
The new phaser mold, it looks cool actually. I'm excited for that. I saw that. It looks pretty cool.
Okay. I think there's cool elements here, but the fact that this is like it's open, like there's gaps here, which bothers me.
It reminds me a lot of the Friends Apartments, the like the TV show Friends Apartments, which was an idea set, or not an idea set. That was just icons actually that I just really did not get excited by. It just has that like Lego sitcom set style.
Yeah.
Your like Lego TV show set, you know?
Yep. Yeah. Just looks bad. Just looks so bad.
What else was revealed? It was that I feel
Donkey
like and
Kong.
Donkey Kong. Yeah.
Um,
Donkey Kong actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I have it. I've not filmed a review on it. It's sitting in front of me. It's
Is the
neat.
play feature like fun?
Yeah, actually, the barrel feature is really impressive. Like, because it's very little like Technic too. Like, you don't actually build that much to create it, but like the way the barrels can stack up and then fall from the top, that part is the most impressive bit.
Okay.
Visually, it looks cool. It is it's like what, $200 for 1,400 pieces or something. So it is
more
like,
than that.
Is it more than that? I know piece count's not super high. I forget the price because I've not really looked into it. But yeah, the barrel feature I think is really, really technically impressive. The rest of it is like expected.
Okay, it is $200 for 1,300 pieces.
1,300, yeah. I don't know. I think it's good. I think it does a very good job of what it wants to be. The box is very ambiguous about how much Mario can move, and when you build it, it makes sense how much he can move, but like they don't really make it clear in the box that he only moves left and right, up and down. Like they kind of imply that he can move wherever you want him to on the box, which I think is a little silly.
Yeah, this to me is part of those gimmick sets that we've been getting a lot of lately, where it's like this, the pinball machine, Pac-Man, which I think are some of the most waste of space sets because you play with the gimmick like twice and you're like, okay, now this is boring.
I'd much rather that than a statue that does nothing at all.
That's I disagree.
Like,
are we talking about the Sentinel?
What?
No, but
Which
like
set?
Doomsday like statue. Or like something like that.
Oh.
Like the head bust, that's what you're talking about?
I would prefer to get an Iron Man, like the Iron Man we got earlier this year. I think imagine if we got Doom like sitting on a throne. I think that would be cool. It'd be a gigantic build. I mean, that is more icon slop, don't get me wrong, but like, I think it is more interesting than the bust. I really do not like the bust sets. I don't find them, like, they do nothing to spark joy in me.
What about the Black Panther bust? That's a good set.
Dude, best set Lego ever made.
Is a good set. Hey, they announced the new Black Panther at Comic-Con. They announced David Johnson as T'Challa's son.
He grew up very fast.
Well, it'll be post-reboot, so yes, he did grow up very fast.
I watched.
He's a great actor. I'm excited for that.
Boy, I don't know what happened.
wait,
he was a little more. David Johnson, he was in Industry as Gus. I thought he was amazing in that show. And then he also was in The Long Walk, and he was incredible in that movie. And he was the android in the new Aliens movie, and I thought he also did a really good job there. So I actually think he's going to cook.
I'm glad they are essentially recasting at this point, because I mean, I know it's simply his son, but he's got the same name and everything. I do think it's a bit absurd that this trilogy has 3 different main characters for each, like a different main character for each movie. They should have recast from the beginning, so that way they could have just continued with their original plan.
Yeah,
because that was a weird where they were like, they acted like it was the respectful thing to do to not recast, but like I think the character meant so much to so many people, it would have been more to continue the character instead of like abandoning everything you had built.
Yeah, so they are basically doing it post Secret Wars reboot, which I'm excited for.
Yeah,
so that'll be cool. But
assuming we get that far.
Yes, I can't believe it, but Cerise is telling me I need to get going for Spider-Man. I didn't think he cared that much.
Wow.
I also got to get going.
Surprising.
So I got some.
Do we have any other Lego news that went out during Comic-Con to discuss? Wait. Lord Roz Speedor.
Yeah,
Speedor.
Lord Roz getting a
Where's
Speedor,
my Speedor?
There's a leaked list of holly bags for next year, and one of them was Lord Roz's buildables or mini Speedor or something.
No, it's Lord Roz's Tiger Speedor. It is his Tiger Speedor.
I, for the record, saw that and thought it just Speeder, because we've gotten multiple sets of like Lord
Speedor.
I'm double checking this real quick.
It is spelled Speedor. It is. I guarantee you, it's spelled Speedor.
Okay, I'm just stupid, and I looked at it. I was like, Speeder. Oh, they must have accidentally spelled it wrong.
No, it is the Chima Speedor.
Yes, I can talk about set names, numbers, and piece counts. Anything more, if we get a leak that says Lord Raz is in this set, then I can no longer talk about it because that's detailed information. So I can speculate based on names. That's all I can do.
Man, I'm so glad I left the land. Okay.
In December 2026, let me know how you feel when I've got all this.
I think I'm gonna beat you to it, Bricks by Mine. I'm going to. I'm literally. Did I tell you my plan? I don't think I did. I'm flying to Germany to get the new Ninjago sets early. It's a lot. I'll explain this to you off call. It's not relevant right now. I need to beat Bricks by Mine.
Where's my Speedor? I need my Speedor.
So wait, hold on.
Oh, that's what you'll be asking when I get it before you.
Hold on. Question: does this mean let's see, there would be probably like March sets of next year? We're getting Chima Ninjago sets?
Well, Lord Raz will be driving his Speedor. It will not be the same Speedor as the gimmick sets for sure. It's going to be a brick-built polybag. But it will probably it would probably kind of look like a Speedor. I bet it'll have one big blue wheel in the center. And thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the super chat. No comment on this one, but really appreciate it. That means a lot. There will be more fun things that will appear when people super chat very soon. Yeah, we will be getting a Speedor polybag, which is very funny. I think that's super cool. It also implies it's going to be in the show, which I think is going to be very cool. We know that
we get polybag stuff in the show.
Well, the fact that it's a Speedor heavily implies that this was some Doc Wyatt cookery.
Lost in the show.
That's true. We did.
I was just
that
thinking
being a polybag was so crazy. Like that's a very lore relevant thing. They just threw it in a polybag. That was crazy.
Great little polybag though.
Yes.
I would believe that was a side build for a set that just got cut because we know sometimes that happens.
I guess
like the big repo.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Chris, you gotta go. I gotta go.
Yes. Oh, we didn't do Q&A today. Oh no.
Well, you can tune in next week on Tuesday, right? You're good for Tuesday, Chris?
I'm good for Tuesday, yeah.
Okay, good, because I need to do Tuesday, because I cannot do Wednesday next week. So Tuesday next week on the Bricks by Mine channel.
Where's my Speedor?
Save some of that for the Bricks by Mine channel. This guy's got enough money.
No, I don't, because I'm not selling my sea serpents. I'm keeping them for myself, which means that I need to recoup the $7,000.
I spent so much money. No.
Please help me. All right. Well, we will see you next time. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We had a pretty consistent 120, 130 person audience, which is pretty crazy this late at night. So really appreciate everybody being here. We will end the stream with a Where is my Speedor? A round of Where's my Speedor? Where's my Speedor? My Speedor. All right. Thank you all for being here. And stay tuned. Tune in to the Bricks by Mine channel next week for the episode 4 of the Brick Pit podcast.
Goodbye.